crime can ruin your life. Get help with highly respected, skilled trial attorney Joe Lazzara. He's offering a free initial consultation and up to $500 off his services. 303-429-6200. That's 429-6200.
It's the Dan Kapla Show. Afternoons 4 to 6.
I'm in trial all week, so John Caldera in the house, and you know that's going to be
The Troubleshooter.
Hi, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, and I love solving problems. Thank you for being here. You know, I've been doing this for going on 40 years here in Denver, longer if you count elsewhere, radio, TV, internet, and we had the first list ever, referralist.com ever, to assemble and do background checks, and still the only one with oversight. We are here to help you. I hope you're new to the show. If not, welcome, and to all my other listeners who've been with me a long time. It's very easy. Call with a problem. Now, we used to say consumer problems, but you know what? Everything's a consumer problem. In fact, there probably are fewer exceptions than the rule, which means if you call, most likely we can help you in some way, shape, or form. I'm telling you, we've helped people everything with emotional problems and mental illness, with referrals, all the way to, you know, neighbor versus neighbor, and then, of course, buying and selling and career. We're all over the place now. We have a flagship in Denver, KHOW. Then we are on Facebook and YouTube, and we have radio affiliates as well. And then we have our podcast on iTunes and other places. So no matter where or when you're listening, you can always call this number for help. Always. 303 Martino. You will always get help there. 303-627-8466. Then when we're on the air here, you can call directly to the studio as well at 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Thank you for being here. Anything, any good follow-ups that come to mind? We have the one on Angel. We have not done yet. We teased a little yesterday we were going to do it and ran out of time. We will do it. Mark did some research on that, along with Susanna.
Actually, I got to give Daphne credit for finding all the information on Angel.
So Deputy Daff, what were you saying? Did you want to take credit to Deputy Clint?
I was the one who brought up getting, well, I don't want to.
Never mind.
I don't want to. You
called the landlord, though, and talked to them. That was amazing. You
also brought up what I thought Daphne should do.
Yes. You know why? Because it just didn't sound right, did it? Hey, it's a group effort here, 303-713-TALK. So remember, when you hear all of these successes and all of this wonderful stuff that we do, you can thank me. And when it goes wrong, you can blame my staff. That's the way. Thank me, blame the staff. Okay, let's go, Bill. Start off the festivities. Now, people used to have such a hard time getting in, but because we have 4 hours, the new extended troubleshooter from 10 to 2 Mountain Time, you can call, and we'll let you know whenever a line is open. And usually people in the beginning and at the end of the hours think, oh, no, I don't want to wait. We're going to get to you. In fact, if you can, all they have to do is assert that right. Tom, I'd like to come in and have lunch. We love having what we call common men in the studio. It's a slot. There's a chair over there. And I invite listeners to observe the show. You can brag about yourself. You can do anything you want. In fact, I think you can also do that if you're in business. You can call or come in and brag about your business. Do you know that we're always looking for great business? There's no obligation. We're not going to say, oh, you got to get on the referral list first. No. If you think you're special, you can call. We've had, like, for example, we had this one place call Wave the Grain, and it turned out to be one of the most wonderful bakeries, gluten-free and low-carb, or one or both, and it caters to special diets. It also has some other vegan stuff. Wave the Grain. And, Bill, what's going on with your contractor or contractors? What project are you doing, Bill? Are you there, Bill?
On my house.
Yes,
sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can now, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, they did some siding on my house.
Okay.
And I don't have any problems with the work. They did a nice job. The timeliness of it was was kind of off. But then at the
Yeah.
end,
Mm-hmm.
I paid the contractor, and then obviously he didn't pay the guys that worked on my house, and now they have intent to lien.
Now, you got an intent to lien from one or more?
Just one.
And what about suppliers? Did you get any intent to lien on that?
No.
Okay. I want to mention something again. I call these teachable moments. On delivery, if it's at all possible, if you could do a couple things to protect yourself. Now, first of all, you go to Referralist, get a great contractor. You don't have to worry, 99.9% of the time. But if you have stuff delivered to your home, you're susceptible to a materials lien. If it's delivered to a contractor and they take the materials with them to your home, they bring the materials to your home, the material supplier cannot put a lien on your house. Well, they can try, but unless they have delivered it to the address, they can't connect it. The other thing is this. Another way is to pay upon delivery the vendor. Now, of course, people that mark up materials, they don't like doing that because they don't want you to see what they marked up. But if you do business this way and you say to the contractor, Mr. Contractor, look I don't care if you make money on materials, you make money on your subs, whatever it is, as long as I agreed to the price, we're fine. Let me write a check for materials when they're delivered. That's another way. But Bill, you have an intent to lien from one guy. How many people were working on your house?
It was just that guy that did the siding.
The reason I ask that is because if you have one intent and you had other guys, you know eventually everyone's going to do it probably. So, Bill, here's what happens sometimes. You have a deadbeat general contractor who doesn't pay, or you have a sub who just wants more money and is trying to give you the shakedown, or we have a dispute between the sub and the general and you get in the middle of it. That's why Colorado instituted a lien protection law. It says that, you can't prevent the lien, but you have what's called an affirmative defense, meaning when you take this defense and use it, it's a slam dunk. And here are the conditions. You ready? First, it has to be the work on your primary residence. Businesses are excluded, and rental properties and investments. So first, is it your primary residence?
Yes, sir.
Check. The next one, you have to have a written contract.
Yes.
Okay. And you have to have a written contract with a general contractor that you've proven you paid in full.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then it doesn't matter what the sub does because you have an affirmative defense. First, primary residence. Second, written contract. Third, a general contractor connected to that contract, and you have proof of payment. What proof of payment do you have?
I wrote checks.
Good, and they were cash. So how much does the sub or the vendor or the employee say he's owed?
$7,900, I believe.
Did you talk? Now, in general, this is a pain in the ass. Again, I don't think anything will happen. Did you talk to the general, though, out of curiosity and say, hey, why am I getting this lien intent?
Yes, I have text messages.
Well, did you get it?
And then he's told me that he cashed or somebody else bounced a check and it put him in a bind.
Wait, so he admitted? He admitted not paying?
Yes.
Oh, hold on. This is important, especially because you did something right, and I don't even know if you knew what you did. Hold on.
Hey, Mark, I never used to have ads. Yeah, I don't know why.
I had to. Well, that's what I want you to do now. Is
Did you
get the short chair on purpose today, Dan?
The what? Oh, no.
No. Here's what we do though. At the end, before you add it, we really want to plug it in.
We don't have time.
We want to plug it into where we want it.
Does it make a difference?
Yeah, I think so.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want that short chair or do you want a big boy chair?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we'll do actually.
Century RV is a company that I know and trust. CentryRV.com. Another one I want you to take advantage of this month, because you only have a few days left, is the $1 installation for Windows. Now, with K&H Home Solutions, they do wonderful pricing anyway. And they have beautiful windows. KHWindows.com is where you can make your own appointment. Now, the appointment doesn't have to be in this month, nor does the installation, but if you set it up this month, you're in line for the $1 installation. And whether you want window siding, doors, and more, K&H has what you're looking for when it comes to the outside of your home. And I've known these people for years. You can trust them. Get online, make an appointment, get that $1 installation, KHWindows.com. I had that in front of me for some reason. Listen, when you see an obviously blank look on my face, just say something real quick, like, asshole, it's K&H. You know what I'm saying? Just say, hey, jerk.
What'd you do?
I try to close this up with a boom camera out, and it usually just takes like a few seconds to stop it and then come back.
No, I'll come back and still do the rest of Century.
I've done that.
I
See, what I
still
don't
do
know is
Century
does it
RV.
actually affect the stream, though?
Oh, and that.
Oh, it does affect the stream.
You think so?
Oh, yeah, because you're not getting any,
I did K&H. I corrected myself. Here's what I said. I said K&H is, Century is a company I know and trust. CentryRV.com, another company I trust. I recovered from it. So we can still do Century.
And does Century do consignment?
Yes.
Oh, good. They're close to me.
Kind of.
What do you mean, Mark? What's kind of?
Kind of close to me or kind of?
They'll tell you how much, basically, when they sell it, you'll get.
Okay.
Oh, and then
I hear the offer, I don't know if I like that or not.
That's how most consignments are, though.
no, they have a percentage usually. But I don't mind being guaranteed a base price, right?
No.
Well, it depends if
you like the base
it's
price.
worth 150 and they want, you know,
Okay.
the base price is 10.
Well, then you don't have to do it.
But Mark,
Correct.
obviously, if they take all the hassle, let's say,
Yes.
and you satisfied somewhat with that base price, I would do it. But I don't know, it really depends.
man, everybody's asking about
Okay.
Angel. I'm serious. It's
We're not going to talk about Angel.
Yes, we are.
He's angry.
I tried
Yes,
yesterday,
we are.
Martino wanted nothing to do with
Yes,
it.
we are.
If he asked for an update, I refuse to give it.
What the heck is mudjacking? It's where you take concrete.
We are not on her love list.
By the way, Clinton did it all anyway, so he's the one who spearheaded.
No, I went downstairs.
You
and I-
spearheaded.
Hey,
I had a
Just
real
be honest,
old-
Daphne would have never done it and you didn't
Twin
spur her to
mattress
do
out
it.
tomorrow. I want to make
true.
sure
Just
that's
be honest.
okay. I'm up in that.
pull up her,
Come
Yeah.
on, Daph.
But I have such a bad feeling about her.
1579 Crystal
Especially
I think every-
Avenue.
Well, when you talk to the landlords, I mean, the
I forgot to reach out
property
to you,
managers
who,
and
but
stuff
I'll
over
do it
there,
today. You know
I knew
what?
her whole story, and she was denying her kids were taken away.
Say that again?
well, here's another thing is, the guy that went out there, he was trying to be nice.
Yeah, I know.
When he said he was on the...
Yeah, he was right
Because
there.
she was right there, right there
Yeah.
in front of
Did you
her.
talk to him off the record?
Did you get him off the...
No, I never talked to him.
What he really thought?
That would have been good. I know I never had a chance to. I want to know what the thing was on her fridge, really.
Well, it was magnets
I know.
for a kid's name. That's what she
No,
said.
that's not what it said.
Oh, really?
No, did you read what it said?
It said son something.
Son of Satan.
No, did it really?
I thought it did.
You're
You
one
saw
of
the
those
pictures?
weirdos that see Satan under every
They went
pine.
up,
You still got the pictures?
Oh, yeah.
Of what?
Son of Satan.
Fridge.
Son of Satan. You mean son of Sam?
No.
Who the hell's the son of Satan?
When was that? Been 2 days ago?
Who is it?
It was on the Angel's fridge. Those pictures. I just swear that. I saw that.
No, that was her kids' names.
Her kids.
It's not.
Was it her kids' names?
Here's the deal. Daphne ran the background check.
Nea.
Daphne,
Oh,
Daphne,
okay.
Daphne. Just like Marsha,
You're right.
Marsha.
I know,
You're
but
right. Sonny and
saying
Nate,
it was his
okay.
idea.
Is that Sonny? What the hell is that?
I mean,
Well,
he just
it's
wants
thought
credit
it
to
was
over
son
credit
of
to belong.
State. When I glanced at it.
I don't mind giving him credit, but he didn't pull the background check. That was Daphne.
Daphne did it.
Well, he's saying it was his idea.
Well, that's fine. But she told Daphne, don't do it. And Daphne took the extra step of actually doing it.
Daphne called you to get permission too, because she was.
You don't have to call anybody to get permission on fucking running a background.
No,
check.
you don't. Not
Well,
unless, well, no, not.
well, that's why
Hi, I'm Tom Martino. Okay. Do you know you don't need permission to do a background check on people? Now, you do need permission for a credit check, unless it's a soft pull, it's called. The reason we say that is Angel, she wants us arrested for doing a background check on her. She called with all kinds of accusations. That update is coming up. We are getting instant messages about it and emails. We will give you an update, and we'll recap the story. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. So Bill did some things right. I don't know if he knew what he did, but he did things right. And to recap, he's calling about a job he had done on his house, siding. The installer was not paid. The general admitted he didn't pay the installer. So now Bill is faced with an intent to lien from the installer. Here is what you need to protect yourself from liens in Colorado. First, it has to be a primary residence. Second, it has to be in a written contract. And third, you have to have proof of payment. Here is what you need to know. And that proof of payment must be payment in full. Here's what you need for the contracted amount, not for change orders and all that. I mean, if the guy says you owe me an extra $4,000, as long as you can show you paid what's on the contract, and as long as you show it's your primary residence, and that's it. Now, that doesn't prevent the lien. Remember that. It simply gives you an affirmative defense. 303-713-TALK is our number. If you have any comments, questions, similar problems, or just want to get something off your chest. So it's 303-713-TALK. So, Bill, what you did right, at least what you did right, not that you needed it. I mean, the guy is going to lien your house. But you had stuff in writing where he admitted in text. Texting is a wonderful tool because when you text, you get them in writing.
So did they send him a 10-day? Is that the deal?
Yes, intent to lien. So, the installer.
So after the 10 days, man, they have 120 days to basically get the actual lien. Then they have 6 months from the last time they worked at your house to actually enforce the lien. That's when you would use that defense in front of the judge.
And what we mean by defending the lien, a lien, most liens don't mean anything. If you're not going to, they just bug lenders. If you're going to refinance and all of that, they're not really worth anything unless someone is prepared to foreclose. A lien means nothing. It'll drop off. Now, there are some spooky lenders who say, oh, my God, you had a lien 2 years ago. And even though that person can't come back and exercise their rights, it's expired under statute, they still may want you to get it cleaned up or to bond around it. It's silly. If they don't enforce that lien, it is unenforceable. So, Bill, you could do nothing and take your chances and then defend yourself. But the fact that you got those texts in writing, keep them. They're time-stamped and everything.
How long ago did the company that's threatening the lien or gave you the notice do work or deliver materials?
Yeah, what was the last time the person did work?
They finished towards the end of July.
Yeah, so they're well within their time.
Yeah. Now, why do they call it a 10-day intent to lien?
So they can give it so they can cure it before they actually do it.
It has to be at least 10 days, but they're not required to file it in that 10 days when they give you a 10-day.
No, they require it 10 days prior to filing.
10 days or more.
Yeah, of course, at least.
All right. So, Bill, what does the general contractor say he's going to do about it? And this is germane to everyone who's ever had work done on their house, because this could happen. So what does he say he's going to do?
He told me that he's going to try to work out a payment plan with the guy.
What did he do with the money? He said he fell behind.
Yeah, he never told me what he did with the money. He told me that somebody else bounced a check to him and put him in a bind.
There's something also important here. Do you know what it is? It is called the Contractors Trust Act. The Contractors Trust Act can be a criminal matter. First, it turns out it's a civil matter for sure. What that says is, and I want everyone with a home and everyone in business to know this. I know this sounds extreme, but technically, if I give you $5,000 for my house project and you go to the next door neighbor and collect $2,000, that $2,000 and that $5,000 must be independent of each other. You are not allowed to dip into one for the other. Now, it doesn't have to be a separate account. Some people argue it does. I don't think it does. But it must be in trust. They use the words in trust. That means that, let's say you go through that $1,000 on job 1 and you didn't finish job 1, but you still have that $5,000 sitting there for job 2. You can't take money from job 2 to finish job 1. Now, people say, well, it's all in cash flow, blah, blah, blah. Now, if you have a lot of money in your account, you can do whatever you want. But if you do not have the money you took in trust, you're screwed. If you have any questions on that, call us. But I would dare to say that most contractors fall out of trust weekly. Most. Now, being out of trust means this. Take your total down payments. Let's make it easy. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, $2,000 each, right? You can spend $2,000. Once that's gone, you may not spend more on that job because the other 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, the other $2,000 deposits are for other jobs. So, Bill, what are you going to do? I'll tell you what you do. Here's what I'm going to tell you what I would do. How about that? Because really, if I tell you what to do directly, I'm not representing you. Here's what I would do. I would write a letter to the contractor, put it in writing, in email, follow up with a letter, and I'd say, according to Colorado statute, I believe you're out of trust and are violating the Contractors Trust Act, which says all money should be held in trust for that job and paid accordingly. Therefore, I am going to authorities if this installer is not paid. I also have a defense under the Colorado lien protection laws, and I fully intend to use those. Please let me know as soon as possible when this is paid. Now, I would just be that strong. And let us know what happens. But I need to know the name of the contractor. We always like to know the name of deadbeats or people that get in trouble. Now, people that get in trouble aren't always deadbeats. I hate saying that. Somebody might get a pneumonia and be out of commission. But we still have to warn others. The name, sir.
JP Home Exteriors.
JP Home Exteriors. Okay. I appreciate you telling me that. You stay in touch with us. And let's talk to you with your problem. 303-713-TALK. We have Susan now. Susan, what can we do for you?
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Susan.
I sent out a package with my computer in it, FedEx. I put a stop delivery on it within an hour and 3 minutes.
Hold on. Susan, you say that you packaged up your computer and sent it?
Yes.
And then you stopped?
I found out that it's the wrong address, so I stopped. I put a stop delivery on it immediately.
Okay.
Okay.
What is wait. How did you do what's called a stop delivery? I've not heard of that.
I called them and said, stop delivering that package.
Okay.
Put a stop on it. Do not deliver it.
Got it.
And within an hour and 3 minutes, it was already getting shipped off. It went to Florida, went to where it wasn't supposed to go. It was delivered, and then it was retrieved.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
What address was the wrong address? Where did you get the wrong address?
That was in Florida.
I understand, but is it an address in your address book for someone else you know?
No.
Well, where did you get the address?
I was going to sell the computer. I found out I was getting scammed, so I stopped the delivery.
So it really wasn't a wrong address as much as it was you changed your mind.
A bad address, yeah.
Okay, hold on. This is very interesting. You were getting scammed possibly, and that address In other words, you just changed your mind. You didn't want to send your computer, and that's okay. Let's talk about it coming up.
Someone talked her into sending her fucking computer to him.
And then she talked to somebody else, and they must have...
Thanks.
That's a bizarre one, ain't it?
Bizarro.
Bizarro letter.
Now,
Bizarro, Jerry.
this report is sponsored by Indeed.com.
The biggest delay right now is behind an accident.
I have no
on
idea how I got so screwed up here. I swear to God.
Around Upper Lake
Fix
Old
it.
Road, so do expect some big backups there. Now into the city, northbound I-25, it's a crash north of Yale. Moved off to the shoulder, but we do have some slow traffic coming out of the tech center between 225 and Yale. Northbound I-25, there was that earlier crash at 6th Avenue. That is clear as well, so we're seeing improvements.
How am I talking smack about it?
We are. We love it.
It's good
Hey,
stuff.
TMS Solutions.
I said
isn't on
you
the
handled
website.
it. What do you
Okay.
mean?
I don't know why I had that up.
Slight chance
But
of showers. in the
I'm right. I
afternoon.
don't see it.
Currently,
I mean, I'm not
70.
questioning it. I just don't see it, so that's good.
Oh, I know.
I had it up.
I
here.
heard.
I have
It
no
don't
idea.
matter. Don't say it again.
Indeed, used by over 3 million businesses for hiring.
I'm not.
Your
I don't know it by
business owners and
memory.
HR professionals
I mean,
can
don't
post
even-
job openings
I
with
know.
secret
That's why I was
questions.
dancing.
Review and communicate with candidates from an online dashboard. Learn more at Indeed.com/hire.
I love the concept of free second opinions. You may say, they just want to get in and sell me something. Good news. Why? Well, let's say you have a bid for $1,000 and someone comes in and says, that's not a good deal. Okay, what can you charge? $2,000. Well, you see, you have to be able to beat the deal to get the deal, right? Or at least have better value. Or what if they say, you don't need to replace that. All you need is a little igniter or this or that. Well, it's got to be able to work. I love second opinions because the company must come through or you lose nothing. You go back to the original. Fix it 24/7. They win almost every job when you get their free second opinion because they know what they're doing. They have great value and great products and great techs, and I know them all. Fix it 24/7. FixMyHome.com. Plumbing, heating, cooling, electric. Free second opinions at 720-526-3939. FixMyHome.com.
God, that reminds me. You had a heat exchanger you gave me. I cut some pieces out of it. I never brought those to you. Do you still need them?
No, you did because we had them tested. You showed them.
I
remember
showed you pictures of them.
Oh, okay. Maybe that was it. No, I don't.
Okay.
It's all yours. You can keep it. Consider it a souvenir. Consider it a Christmas bonus.
So you have it's an iMac, by the way, is what you have, right? An iMac?
I guess it's a...
Well, it's all in one monitor.
Desktop, all in one monitor, yeah.
Okay.
Stem cell therapy.
That's not called a desktop.
By the way, they're featured in that article. Dr.
Okay.
Oh, they're worth a lot of money. The old original one?
Original one? No, not. You mean that little? What was it called? The
very first.
Oh, I love the little.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they almost went out of. They were on the teeter of bankruptcy.
They were.
And fucking Bill Gates stepped up. Microsoft bailed them out. That's a fucking great story.
No, he bailed them out.
Oh, bullshit, they didn't.
I didn't know he did.
Oh. One of the main reasons was the feds at the time were going after Microsoft for antitrust.
They didn't want to be the only one out there.
Well, not only that, is Apple gave Windows or sold Windows to Microsoft.
Well, not quite. Not quite.
They invented them.
Yeah, they invented the GUI interface. You're absolutely right. They invented.
Yeah, the first
what do you call it? The WYSIWYG. You know, what you see is what you. They did. They were the first ones to do that.
What Gates did is he created the actual MS-DOS system.
That's
No,
right.
he did not create it. He bought it.
No,
Yeah.
DOS.
No, he
He
did not.
fucking wrote DOS.
He did not. He did not. He bought DOS.
You're wrong.
Okay,
he
how much?
wrote it.
How much?
Fucking just name your amount. Name your
Okay,
amount.
okay.
He wrote DOS. That's his fame. He wrote it.
He bought DOS.
He bought fucking Windows. He
No,
wrote DOS.
no.
Okay. All right. And by the way, he didn't even buy Windows. He bought. Never mind.
12 years.
Here's what happened. When he wrote DOS, he did something with IBM.
What do you think
When it came up-
MS-DOS stands for?
When he
Okay,
came,
here it is. Microsoft bought what became MS-DOT from Seattle Computer Products for $50,000 and licensed it to IBM.
yes, and he wrote it.
No, he did not, Tom.
Yes, he did. He and that other guy.
He did. No, he didn't.
What's that say? Read it again.
Gates actually sent IBM to Cadell to buy license devise / license a version of CP/M for the new IBM.
That's what they bought.
That's right.
CP/M.
When IBM wouldn't make a deal with Cadell, Microsoft bought what became MS-DOS.
That's right. It became MS-DOS.
Computer Products.
He took CPM and made DOS. God damn it! I read his life story.
What became MS? Listen. Go to Wiki or whatever it's called.
Wikipedia.
Wikipedia, man. It's right here.
He wrote DOS, man. He
were
wrote
mostly
DOS.
developed by Microsoft.
Developed, but he bought it originally
No,
for
he bought
$50,000.
code. He bought CPM, man. He
He might have bought IBM PC-DOS. MS-DOS is MS literally stands for Microsoft.
But the DOS version he did not originally make it.
Because
he bought it.
The whole story was him and that other guy, Paul Allen, in their fucking garage hammering out code. Hey, everybody listening, I'm not talking about CPM, I'm not talking about what he bought, I'm talking about what he developed. DOS. Then he was accused of stealing Windows, the graphic interface. He was accused of, but the famous story is, when he sold to IBM, he just asked a question. IBM's version, you know what IBM's version was called? Remember that? I had it. IBM's version of Windows, it was called something, I forget it now, damn it. Version of...
Really, this is a good article.
Of Windows.
Right, but actually the original DOS...
Oh, it's called OS2. OS2 was Windows.
Bought from that dude.
System.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK. Hey, listen, I need my geek audience. We are so tired of Dan, we call him the S-H-you-know-what-T stirrer, because all he does, now here's what he does. He sits over there and he does his video. Oh, I love it. He does a great job, by the way. He's a good guy. We have him research problems. We like that, too. Generally, we like Dan, but you know what? Every once in a while, he makes a little comment like, wonder what so-and-so said that about you. Or, how about this or that? And so, listen. So he just says things. Mark could say, you know, I think it's going to be a great day today, say 78 degrees. He goes, no, I think it's more like 79.5. And
he is an engineer.
That's right. So he's an engineer. Here's the deal. He said, I thought Bill Gates' claim to fame, I didn't think, well, yeah, I did think because I read it, that he wrote DOS. I know he developed, I know that he bought some stuff, CPM or some version, and he did some stuff. But I heard he and Paul Allen, please tell me if the story's right, something about their garage, they wrote DOS and then sold it to IBM. And he's accused of stealing Windows. Look, I know that there are people out there that know more than us, especially more than Dan. Now, no one knows
all
more.
I said is
no one knows more than Deputy Clint.
His team wrote MS-DOS.
That's right.
Because MS freaking stands for Microsoft DOS.
But Dan is saying DOS itself was written by someone else.
It could have been.
No.
But not MS-DOS.
Well, okay. But what? Okay. That's a sneaky way of getting around it, Mark, because you're right. No, Dan, I'm sticking up for you because the way he's putting it, he's never going to be wrong. Because if you take anything and change a few paragraphs, can you say you wrote it?
That's right.
Well, so are you saying that he manipulated it, whatever he had, into MS-DOS? Okay, but I'm even saying one step further. I think he actually developed
No. He took some code. He created MS-DOS from it. I mean, literally, he changed it, created it.
I think so.
But more importantly, he took it to the mass market.
Maybe I'm wrong, maybe. But don't you think DOS is more Gates and Allen than not? In other words, whatever he bought, Dan is making it sound like he just went out and bought it and then resold it to IBM.
They made it to where it would run on virtually anything and mass marketed it. That's what their claim to fame is.
The other claim to fame was how he did that thing with IBM. I hear from the geeks that he, of course, Dan will know, but he took this Windows and sold it to IBM under the condition that he could market his own version, and IBM was like, okay, little guy, go ahead, who cares? And so IBM apparently had the OS2 or something. They had a graphic interface, and then he marketed Windows and then basically grew. But hey, you know, there's a lot of urban legends. You know, people will say this happened or that happened, and it really didn't. There are so many urban legends about Steve Jobs.
It says Gates actually sent this guy Kittle, to IBM to buy or license a version of a operating system called CP-M.
Yeah, it's CP-M. CP-M was the version. I had a CP-M computer. Hold
on, let me finish. When IBM couldn't or wouldn't make a deal with Kittle, Microsoft bought what became MS-DOS from a Seattle computer product for $50,000. And then they turned around and licensed it to IBM. But further down the road, they created MS-DOS. That's the claim to fame, though.
And what about the story that he didn't even have a tie when he was going to his meeting, had to buy a tie? Anyway, there's all kinds, like I said, a lot of this could be urban legend. But one thing I know is that I don't know enough to argue with, I can argue with Dan all day long, but normally he just stirs it, though.
But it's
That's
still
what he
really
does.
the claim to fame was the mass market. You and I and people listening have great ideas all the time. You've got to take that idea and create it and sell it before you can take anything from it.
had the very first referral list. And
That's right.
Everybody, Angie and Home Advisor, they all kicked my ass because they had millions and millions and millions behind it, right?
That's right.
And then, of course, they stole from us. But other than that, Chris, and that's being settled in the courts. Chris, what do you have to say? First of all, what is your background? If you say you're an engineer, I'm going to hang up. What are you?
No, I'm not. I'm a Microsoft certified systems engineer.
Oh, thank you. Give me the lore. Give me the lore behind the company.
Okay. Well, now, once again, when I was going through college, I've a master's in information technology now. When I was going through, the way my instructors explained it to me was Microsoft was contracted by IBM to upgrade the versions of DOS. And when Microsoft was upgrading it, what they basically did is they looked at every single thing DOS could do, IBM's DOS could do, because at the time, remember, there were Apples, there was Amigas, there was all different types of computers, all different operating systems. So what Microsoft did is they looked and said, okay, well, it does this command, and it does this as a result. So what they did is they had a separate room of engineers that had nothing to do with the IBM contract that said, you need to write an operating system that can do this. And they came up with very similar DOS version, but it was entirely coded differently so that it couldn't be...
And that was MS-DOS, correct?
No, what are you talking? Dan, did you just hear what he said?
That was not MS-DOS at the time.
Chris,
I win again.
Chris, don't
in your face, Dan.
Don't expect Dan to agree, because Dan, by the way, is an engineer and he knows better. He just says no. He said
Thank you, Tom.
They bought it lock, stock, and barrel and resold it. They didn't even touch it. He said they didn't even open the box.
Tom does have a way of changing the story.
Didn't he say they took the envelope, didn't even open it, and leased it to IBM?
That's right.
Yeah. And they just wrote the letter MS on it in front of DOS. I mean, anyway, Susan, I didn't forget about you. Susan?
All right.
FedEx, when they went ahead and delivered it, I need to know, did you ultimately lose the computer?
Susan, are you talking to you?
Yeah. I just want to know if she ultimately lost the computer as a result of their screw-up.
Okay, so they were supposed to ship it back to me.
Yeah.
And instead they shipped it to the unclaimed packages thing because they said that I didn't have an account number, but I did have an account number.
Hold on. No, Susan, the scammers, though, didn't get it, right?
No, the scammers didn't get it.
Good. So what happened after it went to the unclaimed department? What happened? I don't want to dispute whether or not you had... Go ahead.
Now they're trying to charge me to send it back, like $500 to send it back to me.
$500?
Yeah, because that's what it costs to send it out, and that's what they said.
Hold on, Susan. Let's just say it wasn't a scam, and it was going to its intended address. You're telling me the charges to ship it were $500?
Yes, sir.
No way.
No, I don't. Yeah. I've never heard of a $500 shipping. Was this? Hold on.
It weighs 27.5 pounds. It's a desktop computer.
Susan, and it was was it designated as overnight?
Yeah.
Oh my God, was it going out of the country?
No, to Florida.
I don't. Okay,
No,
$500
I'm serious. It's a heart attack.
Hold on a sec. No, but Susan, I'm wondering this, okay, really, and I need the answer without interruption. I'm wondering what kind of a scam would ever convince someone to spend $500 to ship a computer. What were they promising you?
They were supposed to be putting $4,700 into my account, my PayPal account.
But why?
To purchase the computer.
What was the scam? Did they say, Susan, we want to buy your computer? What was it? How did you first? Okay, you have to tell us, please. Hold on. And Scotty, predatory lending, I'm going to get to you. Susan, what I'd like to know is chronology. For example, you saw an ad, you called, or they called you, or you got an email. I want to warn others.
Impact traffic.
I don't understand why anybody would think they'd buy their own computer for $5,000. This is what we're going to find. I mean, is that where she's going with
It had old DOS in it.
Yes, that's what it was.
It's the original DOS.
Yeah,
the original DOS.
Because it had, what's that bird thing? That Crazy Birds? Or
You
whatever.
ready? A refurbished 2010 iMac, $83. That's probably on the high end.
Okay.
No, from PC with Liquidators. I'm not kidding. This is a brand.
That's what I mean. That's on the high
A
end.
refurbished 20-inch dual core.
I bet you anything people pay to get rid of those.
Okay. Yeah, they do.
Because trash doesn't. Well, I need.
Thanks for the help.
PC Liquidators. Okay.
HR professionals can post job openings with screener questions, then sort review.
I think my brain is going through some fog today.
Learn more at Indeed.com/hire.
Let's talk. Let's talk about Century RV. You know, I talk about their new RVs all the time. Mark got one. He loves Century RV for service and for sales. Let's talk about their used RVs. They have such a big selection. So you will find wonderful RVs at CentryRV.com. People from all over the country, you know, they see them online and come here. You have them in your backyard. Now they opened up a center west of the city, just north of 6th Avenue between Kipling and Sims. Just to find all of them, it's 303-453-1111.
For most of us, it's not something we prioritize.
Okay, this is good, man. You can find a refurbish, and I can help you mirror what you need.
Why in the hell would he want something that old? Why?
You want to spend a little more? You can spend a little more. And
Yeah, what do you do with it? All she does is email. Get a PC, brand new. It's like $150.
Okay, I can't dispute that.
Like Mac.
Brand
Or a
new,
Google
but
book.
But listen, if you like Macs, you like Macs.
He likes an 09 Mac.
Mark.
Okay. Well, if you like Model Ts, fuck it.
Why
drive
do
a
you
Model
think
T.
if you get louder, you get righter? Now I got
He
one.
does that at home,
I
too.
got a stuffy fucking engineer here, and I got a know-it-all here, and then I got a Forrest Gump
He's
here.
got an 09
I don't have a goddamn chance.
MacBook. And Tom's telling him to repair it and fix it.
No,
the whole fucking thing's worth $12.
I just said $83.
You know what? Didn't he say dump thousands into it?
And he said he'd write the code for it.
Give me a key while I'm thinking of it, because I'm afraid you're going to drive off without me.
You know, Dan said that basically Gates called up Alibaba, had him ship DOS directly to IBM, and charged him for
And
it.
they didn't unload the seal.
Right.
They didn't cut the seal.
He just wrote MS on the envelope in front of the DOS.
Did he put dark face on to play Alibaba?
What was that one argument where I kept repeating what he said, except it wasn't what he, and I kept saying, so Dan believes.
Pretty much any time you argue with him.
No, it was so funny because Dan said,
He would get mad.
I know the one. I know the comment I'm going to use and say, I know you are, but what am I? Mark, did you ever hear what Mark said?
Oh God, we're kids.
I got so mad at a listener one time I started saying that.
I know
you are, but what am I? Mark. He goes, you're a child. I said, I know you are, but what am I?
My wife uses a computer.
You moron. I know you are, but what am I?
And I order on Amazon. It doesn't take that much.
Well, there must have been some COD in it.
Listen, you go to a new Google Chromebook. Do you already have a monitor?
Well, it's built in.
Yeah, you know, it's part of that iMac system.
I don't even know what to say. How big's the monitor?
20.
From 09.
20 inch.
20. Yeah, it's probably 16 colors.
to 4K. You can get a nice 4K monitor and a Chromebook to hook up to it for fucking $200 total.
What's really funny and what's amazing to me is that Apple was at the brink. It's what the second or third largest capitalized company. It's ahead of Microsoft. Who would ever think that?
I don't know. Long-term, Microsoft is way different now, though. Way different. They're all cloud infrastructure and software.
But still, though.
Apple's no. My only point here is, Apple is all hardware. They make all their fucking money for the most part off hardware.
Right? I mean, obviously.
No, mostly hardware. It's all hardware.
Well, I mean, I understand, but you can't buy their hardware.
No, but
but
they're buying. They're not manufacturing most of their hardware. They're putting it all together. But you know, they use Samsung and Intel and everybody else. But that really has nothing to do with it. They're a hardware company. What I'm saying is Microsoft is truly a software company.
No, you're right.
They make so much on their cloud, it's fucking ridiculous.
They don't make shit, but as far as companies, there's Google, Amazon, Apple, all these big, and fucking, what I'm saying is, it is amazing to me they surpassed, they came back to life. And it wasn't all that investment, that had a lot to do with it, but how the fuck, but the iPhone, I think.
I'll tell you why, because
Steve,
Steve Jobs said, hey, let's fucking make a really cool phone.
Yeah, computer in your hand.
A really cool phone,
You
and
know,
he
when the
fucking
government
killed
threatened to break them up, and he threatened to move across the river.
You know
The only thing Microsoft did hardware-wise that was really good, really good, Xbox.
Hey, did you? Microsoft.
Yeah, that's Xbox.
No,
they couldn't make a phone. They tried joystick. They tried all kinds of shit.
Listen though, how the fuck Mac was known for its design and how beautiful and how durable and wonderful. Their construction is shit now compared to what it was.
It's just cheap. It's fucking cheap.
They're
all cheap.
I don't know.
2009.
The problem is they still charge you like it's quality.
Or
And
2009
they keep doing away with features, calling it an advancement. Like they keep taking ports and stuff away, saying this is an advancement.
Well, did you see that new iPhone 11? The only difference is the only thing they can really point to is the camera.
The 3 lenses.
That's it. I mean, they're starting to make shit up.
No.
Yeah, 3
I'm Tom Martino, happy to serve. I feel like a servant from Downton Abbey, basically.
Oh, God.
And you are all mine.
Are you seeing that tonight?
Yes, I am.
I feel for you.
Oh, my God, I am so happy. I love that series.
Can you please pass the Grey Poupon?
Let's talk to Dale. I want to know something. Susan, I promise we'll get you. Dale, you know about DOS. What do you know? What do you know? And what are you? Who are you?
Oh, you're not going to like this. I'm an engineer.
Oh, damn. What kind of an engineer?
Very smart.
Electronics.
Electronics.
Yeah, design.
What do you know?
Audio consoles and stuff.
What do you know other than everything? Go ahead.
Well, here we go. On July 27th, 1981, Microsoft bought the rights for QDOS from Seattle Computer Products.
Hold on now. He just said the rights. Go ahead.
Yep.
Then what?
And that's when it started. And then in 1984...
But hold on. But when they did that, is he falsely credited with writing MS-DOS or DOS?
Well, they had the basic, and then they rewrote the code, him and the other guy.
Yeah, that's the old story about them in their garage.
So it'd be like having Linux, and then he takes it and turns it into, say, Red Hat. Is that an example?
Well,
no, they did even more. No, they did even more. I understand, Dale. Dale, I understand that the finished version of DOS was so different than the base codes, that CPM.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't want to put words in your mouth like Dan tries to do to me. I want to know.
You guys.
I want to know if you feel he should be credited with writing DOS.
Well, it's MS-DOS. It's their version of it.
But what was it? What I'm asking this is, what was it before? Isn't it accurate to? If Dan made it sound, honest to goodness, like he bought DOS, kept it in the envelope, and just passed it along to IBM, and didn't and just
wrote
put,
MS.
Yeah, and wrote MS
Didn't even
on
break
it.
the seal.
Dan is saying he didn't do anything, basically.
Well, no, they rewrote the code
extensively. Can you give us an analogous situation, like when you say he rewrote it? Because I say he invented this because what he had, I understand he bought some technologies, but it was so entirely different. That's what I heard.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. I've never seen the original QDOS, so I couldn't compare.
And is it true? I hear he stole the idea from Apple for the WYSIWYG. You know, what you see is what you get. They call WYSIWYG
for Windows.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of finger pointing on that one.
And you know the sound.
I don't think the word stole is correct.
Well, he borrowed from the technology. I don't know if he copy and pasted code. Here's another thing, Dale. I don't know if you heard the story. The tone, Apple always had a tone that when you booted up, you heard something, and they patented it and all that. And then
those are old wives' tales.
Hold on. I don't know if it is. PC started a tone, Windows. And the name of the tone is Susumi, and it's a sound. And supposedly he wrote "So Sue Me," meaning I'm going to put an audio thing in here, and I defy you to come after me for it. So sue me. Is that true?
I think it's an urban legend, but it sounds wonderful.
Yeah. Well, Dan is all urban legend. I mean, basically he said that he called up the guy with this DOS system, had him ship it directly to IBM, and took credit for it.
Alibaba.
From Alibaba or something. Anyway, Dale, thanks. I wish I knew someone who actually knew him.
Knew who?
Who knew Bill Gates in the early days.
Well,
really
he's
knew
still
him.
alive.
No, but I mean knew him. Like they hung out or they knew. And they watched him write DOS, unlike Dan saying. They watched him, just because you get base technology and add to it. How dare he say he's
still bringing it to market?
In the beginning.
I argue with both of you
In
guys.
the beginning, didn't Dan just say, well, he bought DOS? He made it sound like that's all he did was bought it.
But he did. He did buy it.
No,
we
he
know
bought
that.
CPM.
Well, that's true. He did buy that.
He didn't buy DOS. He bought CPM.
He bought the
or
original.
QDOS.
He bought the piece of paper. Then Bill wrote on the paper. How's that?
I think that's right, Mark.
Basically, okay, never mind. Susan, I want to call. Here's what I don't understand. I want to know the scam to warn others, and I really appreciate your patience. What was the very first? What was the very first contact you had with the scammer? How did it happen?
Craigslist.
Okay.
I went to sell my computer on Craigslist, and this guy had sent me fake emails that looked like they were from PayPal, saying that there was money in my account.
How much did you want for your computer on Craigslist?
$4,200.
Now wait a minute. You were asking $4,200 for a used computer?
For a $5,200 used computer.
She might be the scammer.
Wait. Yeah, I don't understand. No, I don't understand. I don't know of a computer alive that is $5,200. Was it a giant?
I think I asked for $1,000, and that's what they offered.
Wait, you asked for $1,000. They hold on.
Okay.
Buy and build.
You guys, I got the funniest comment.
Hey, we're off the air. Susan, please. There's so many people are going to fall for scams like this that I want you to hold if you can, and I promise I will get right. Okay, thank you, dear. Thank you.
Hey, Tommy, I got the funniest comment about Dan. It was cool to tell you. He said, tell Tom, yeah, Dan might be an engineer, but remind Tom that Choo Choo Charlie was an engineer, too.
Who the hell is Choo Choo Charlie?
Look it up. Oh, my God, Mark. I mean,
why would I know?
Choo Choo Charlie?
Oh,
a train engineer, yeah.
Yeah, he's a train engineer.
Oh, engineer, okay.
You have some nerve calling those people engineers.
Choo Choo Charlie, not Charger.
Choo Choo.
Here, good and plenty.
Yeah, there
From
he is.
the
A
50s.
good and plenty guy. A good and plenty candy guy.
I'm going on Quora.
Remember? You ever seen him?
I'm going on Quora.
I've seen this guy right here.
Quora will tell me the truth about Bill Gates.
Is that the kind of engineer you are, then?
Yes. And
Tom,
set
it's
you
the
free.
good and plenty
Quora
candy.
will tell you the truth and
The
set
Choo
you
Choo
free.
Charlie guy. That's funny.
Boy,
I'm asking a question. I don't care what.
he's probably going to answer his own question.
Wasn't there? No, that was Apple. There's a guy in Apple who sold his shares early, and then they.
I made a mistake.
No, I'm not. I'm saying that, but yeah, because they thought they were going to go under.
A couple weeks ago, I made the mistake of trying to use Craigslist again.
I use it.
I need a bit of
ready?
People do fake shit.
An organization called MTN Design and Develop an Intel processor chip. Microsoft called Sin. That's nothing. No, he didn't lie to IBM about DOS. This is a myth. IBM already had an agreement with Microsoft for a basic interpreter for the upcoming IBM PC. IBM approached Gates about supplying a CPM-like operating system. He did not buy and send in an envelope without opening it. Gates' initial reaction was that Microsoft doesn't do operating systems. That's what he said. But then, the maker of CPM, Gates sent IBM to Gary, the maker of CPM. Gates even gave CPM a heads up about IBM, but was not able to disclose what they wanted, blah, blah, blah. Oh, and then it says, where? Hold on. Oh, this is real. IBM couldn't reach an agreement. They couldn't reach an agreement with CPM. So they went back to Gates and said, please help us out. So he took CPM, a clone, and changed it.
Gates in turn approached Seattle Computer Products
and put MS up.
With a bold.
He purchased the rights. He purchased the rights, then altered the code. He bought it, by the way, for 25 grand.
That was 50.
25.
Yeah, we just read 50 on there.
Oh, wait.
Oh, Lord.
Hold on. Then paid another 50 to purchase all of the rights, because he had 25 was non-exclusive. He had to add 50 to make it exclusive in order to sell it to IBM. Microsoft then licensed the raw IBM specific DOS to IBM, and it was called PC DOS. The agreement allowed Microsoft to keep their own, known as MS DOS. The only secret that Gates... let's see. Gates was not allowed, here's the only thing, not allowed to sell it to anyone else. He could use it himself or IBM. So there was a PC DOS and an MS DOS. And they were based on CPM.
Just because of the allegations.
Hey Dan,
that's all silly.
I don't like the way he left though. I think he fucked over Gruden. I did not like that.
What are you talking about?
Gruden's not
What are you talking about?
I like Gruden.
That iPhone 11 has 3 lenses in the camera.
Just some
wide
fucking
angle,
football
zoom,
player
and
that he had a private conversation with the coach on the phone and then released it.
3D or
no, they're using it
press.
for a wide angle or zoom or...
I never heard it, so I don't know. It was basically Gruden and him probably being an asshole.
I'm surprised they don't have a optic one that just...
Did you hear about this mechanic that was altered that did something to the plane?
Yeah, he was some kind of ISIS or something, wasn't he?
You know what I mean? Anytime you have
or Taliban.
Yeah, they just put 3 lenses on there and just switch his lens.
That's really fucked up, man.
What's that?
Think about that. They come over, they learn how to work on a plane. I mean, they go through years just to fucking do something.
Well, that's what those guys did with flight lessons for the 9/11, and they knew the whole time they
But they didn't go all the way through and actually get their pilot's license or
Right.
anything.
They said we don't need to learn how to...
Yeah, we don't need to learn how to land. I mean, God, how big a red flag was that?
We just want to know how to take off.
You know what? You're right. I forgot about that. Why didn't that fucking trigger something?
We just want to we want to know how to take off and aim.
Yeah, that's remarkable. They really said that too.
Yes, because but the different
Did they
facilities
really
weren't talking to each other.
Did they really say they didn't need to?
Yeah. No, they didn't
I'm going to ask
I had heard that same thing too. Also,
you're going to make a ton of money on this.
Also, they got instruction how to turn off the transponder.
Oh, really?
Well, that's easy. You just turn
Well, I know, but
I don't think you can do that anymore, though, can you? Don't they have boxes in the new ones where you simply can't disactivate from the
That changes everything.
Well,
locks on the doors.
Everything's changing now with this ABS, this new thing anyway.
The only problem with locks on the door, when it says both pilots are out,
What do you mean?
is there always 3 people or 2 people on commercial?
Oh, always 2.
Well, overseas there could be 3, right?
Yeah.
Depending on flight length.
Because they switch, one sleeps.
What happens if they both leave the key in the cockpit?
I don't think there's any...
Misplace the keys.
I don't think there are any single pilots.
Are they push button now?
There are some
There's a
single
fob.
pilots, yes, but very few.
Wouldn't it be funny they come up to the door?
That Palladius, that's its big claim to fame is its single pilot.
Artie Lang's actually looking
Oh, I just got an email. Cora says because I was so right on DOS, they want me as a to answer questions.
Did 9/11 hijackers really tell flight instructors they did not need
to know how to land?
No.
But see, the different cops weren't talking to the FBI. FBI wasn't talking to the CIA.
Well, they're not supposed to.
You want your carpets clean, and then you're
What you just said is very true. They're not supposed to.
No, but after that, they actually came together, and there's...
Yeah, but I mean, they were literally at the time not supposed to.
Right.
There was laws against them communicating. Yes, I'm positive.
That's Cora.
Listen, I know there was. They changed a lot of stuff so they could share stuff. They didn't want the CIA having anything to do with fucking Americans.
Safer, smarter services.
But they do if they're overseas, right? No.
I don't know. Now or then, I don't know. I don't know.
On 9/11, I was flying over the Superstition Mountains, taking a Cessna down to Phoenix, and taking a Marine
Well,
back.
you were immediately grounded then.
Yeah, but I got escorted down by 2 helicopters. I thought I busted military airspace.
So wait, they took every plane out of the air, right?
Quickly.
Right?
Yeah, I
And
was...
so when you were landed,
Well, except for the one that brought the
how long
Saudis
did
back.
you have to sit on
Remember
the
that?
ground?
3
Or
months.
the people...
Wow.
Well, I didn't bring the plane. I couldn't bring the plane back.
For 3 months.
Yeah.
But that wasn't because of
3
the
months?
rules, that was because of you.
I think it was...
No, they didn't ground me.
They took one look at him.
I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. This is a consumer show. I've been doing it here for almost 40 years where we solve problems, answer questions, take complaints, make your life easier. We talk about everything. We were talking about Microsoft DOS, MS-DOS, and you know, the lore behind the company, the stories, the real stuff, the myths, and you know, we pretty much concluded Dan was wrong, or but that, you know, because I said that Gates wrote DOS, he said no, he bought it. He bought CP/M in a version of DOS, and they changed it. But listen, there's as many stories as there are engineers, and we know we have too many engineers. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. So if you have a problem, question, or complaint, Susan fell for a scam that a lot of people fall for, but I want to go through the story so the same people don't also fall for it. And Scotty wants to talk about predatory lending, which is very important, and I'm happy he contacted us and we called him back. You can get on the line very easily by calling 303-713-TALK. Now, we're live on the internet all over the place with podcasts and all that. So if you're listening at an odd time, 303-MARTINO works 24/7. 303-MARTINO. Susan's put her computer up for sale. Susan, you were asking $1,000 for your computer. Now,
No, I was asking $4,000.
Oh, may I ask, just out of curiosity, I've never heard of a used computer being worth $4,000. What kind of computer is it?
It's a Mac. It's I paid $5,200 for it within a year.
Oh, so it was less than a year old.
Yeah.
And it was a Mac?
Yeah.
Okay. So you ask for $4,000. This guy contacts you and says, "I'll pay you more."
Yeah.
All right. Everyone listening, that's the first sign of a scam when somebody offers more. Because always, always, they want you to send something back for some reason. What was the story he told you? If you sold it for $47,000, what would he do?
I don't know what his story was.
In other words, did he say, "I'm paying you more for this reason or that reason"? Did he want you to send money back or what?
Yeah. Somebody had offered me $4,200, and so I told him that, and he said, "Well, I'll give you $47,000."
Okay. So you sent the computer out. When did you realize you were scammed? You said as soon as you sent it out by FedEx, you called back and said, "Stop that delivery." So what alerted you to the scam?
I finally got in touch with PayPal. I had to wait for them to call me back, and they didn't call me back on the.
Why was he going to deposit? He said he was going to deposit the money in your PayPal account, dear.
The PayPal account.
Okay.
And he sent me emails that made it look like it was deposited into my account. Fake emails.
So
I didn't confirm that they were fake emails until I got on the line with PayPal.
Okay, so once you realized it was a scam, you called FedEx and said stop delivery.
It stopped delivery, and so they said they stopped delivery. They said that that it's a bad address, and they would stop delivery. It wasn't even supposed to have left the FedEx office.
I understand,
that I was at
but
yet.
they did. Now here's the big problem, and that is to begin with, it was $500 to ship. So now when they stop it, they say to get it back, it's another $500. Is that right?
Yeah, and they shipped it to a unclaimed package.
But it doesn't matter. They would have charged you anyway, wouldn't they?
No.
What do you mean no? Why are they charging you now?
Why would they refund? They refunded my money.
You're 500.
Yeah, they refunded that, and actually, okay.
Now wait,
so I
no,
gotta
hold
back
on.
up.
Wait. If they refunded your money for the first shipment, and now they want you to pay to ship it back home.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine because it's not their fault you fell for a scam and sent it out. It's not their fault. I think then you're even. Now, you may say, no, I'm not even. I'm out 500. But here's the bottom line. You would have been out 500 anyway because you fell for the scam. I don't know why Susan believes there is no cost to falling for the scam. Now, she didn't get taken all the way. But, Mark, if she paid to have her computer shipped out, and then she found out it was a scam, she stopped shipment, they gave her 500 back. Now they said to her, if you want your computer back, pay another 500.
Doesn't make sense.
No, it makes sense to me that she's even. In other words, she's not paying an extra 500.
No. I mean, the 500 is the part I just
that part is
ridiculous. It makes no sense.
I've never heard of a $500
How'd you ship it? FedEx, UPS, what?
FedEx.
$500.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
Has anyone, can you look up on the computer what it would cost to ship right now, FedEx?
How many pounds was it?
Yeah. How many pounds was it, Susan? How many?
27.5 pounds.
Maybe. I don't know. But I've had oil and stuff. I had a case of oil sent to me from Aircraft Spruce, I believe it is, to do, just for my aviation stuff. And it was not even, I would have never, 500, and it's way more than 27 pounds, isn't it? A quart. What would 24? Yeah, 24 quarts of oil would be a lot. I just don't understand it. But that's a separate problem.
What? No. To what state? Where was it going?
Where? Florida. Just give me a rough estimate. In any case, here's what I'm saying to Susan. I can't help her. They did what she asked. They stopped shipment. They even refunded her original 500. Was it an overnight, Susan? Was it an overnight? Susan, was it an overnight delivery?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So to send it home, if you spent $500 to send it out because it was overnight, Ugly Ed suggests that you just send it home slower.
Wait. They said that they would ship it back to the the office that I sent it out from, and instead they shipped it to Mississippi by mistake.
I know.
Now
so are you saying? But you're
send it back from Mississippi by their mistake.
Susan, you don't understand. They were going to charge you to send it back no matter what. If they made the mistake, I'm with you. If they made a mistake and that mistake cost you money, it shouldn't. But that's not the case. They were going to get paid anyway to ship it back.
Without insurance, it's as much as $373. So that's it
for an overnight.
Well, tell them to ship it back, not overnight.
That's what I just said, Susan. Have them ship it back.
FedEx ground $65.
Yeah, have them send it back. FedEx ground, as long as it takes. You already got your 500 back. You averted a scam. I don't see that FedEx did anything wrong. Now let's talk about predatory lending. This is very important. Scotty.
Yes.
What is going on with Go ahead, sir.
Okay, so about a year ago, we were looking to purchase a home.
Yes.
Through our RE/MAX agent. Our RE/MAX agent suggested we go through a company called Home Partners.
Now, why did he recommend Home Partners?
It was a she.
She.
Because of the credit. The credit was a little bit low.
I got you. So she recommended this, and what happened?
And then Home Partners told us that we could purchase a home kind of like a rent-to-own. We rent the first year.
Oh, my God.
And the second year we...
Biggest scam. I have never seen a good rent-to-own. So keep going. Then what?
And then...
did you sign up for it?
Yes.
All right. So what were the terms, though, Scotty? What were the terms for this rent-to-own? Can you explain how it worked?
It was the rental. The rent was $2,100 per month for the rental agreement.
And then what?
And then after 1 year, we could have we have the money down to purchase the house.
Oh wait, so all
We'd
of
have
that,
the money
all of that 21. How much of the 2,100 a month was going towards your down payment?
None of it.
Well, then why then? I don't understand. You said after a year you would have a down payment.
After a year, you have the right to put a down payment to purchase it.
Wait a minute. So all you're doing is renting a house for a year with a promise that you can buy it.
Yes.
Okay. Did they have a price at which you could buy it for?
Well, actually, $5,000 was put down towards. So we bought it this year.
Hold on.
$5,000 that they took for a down payment.
The first year of rent of $2,100 a month. After you made a 1 year of rent at $2,100, they would credit you $5,000 to a down payment?
Correct.
Okay, hold on. I get it. Wait. I don't, Scotty, I'm asking some simple questions. In addition to the $2,100 a month, you paid $5,000?
Correct.
So why? What was the I don't even understand this. So you paid $5,000 down on a home and rented it for a year first. Why? If you had the $5,000, why did you wait a year?
Because that's what we were being told that would happen.
Okay, Scotty, I understand, and I know you want to tell me the rest, but it's so important that people understand these scams. You were told if you pay us $5,000 and pay us $2,100 a month, you get to buy the house, basically, right?
Correct.
Okay. Did it have a purchase price?
Yes.
What was the purchase price?
$365.
All right, hold on. Now I have a picture. We'll come back and talk about it.
Message and data rates may apply. Up to 5 messages a month. T&C and privacy policy found at milehighraffle.com/privacy. Reply help for help or stop to cancel.
How would you like to win your very own Tesla Model S sedan? Yes, your own Tesla with a range of over 350 miles and unparalleled acceleration. There are no vehicles like it on the road today. Oh, and with over 150 additional prizes, including a Toyota Prius and Dream Vacations, your odds of winning are 1 in 100. That's right, 1 in 100. Just text ENTER to 797979 and get your exclusive promotion code and link. Once you give to the Boys and Girls Club of Denver, you'll be automatically entered. Plus, you'll feel great knowing you're helping kids through Boys and Girls Club of Denver. But hurry, enter by Friday for your best chance to win, including our early bird drawing and a free entry when you buy 3 or more. Remember, text ENTER to 797979. Do it now, as this week is your very best chance to win. This special offer is only available until September 20th. Remember, text ENTER to 797979 for your best chance to win. Just text ENTER to 797979.
You want straight, beautiful teeth, but you're an adult and you don't want to wait 6 or 7 years for orthodontics, and you don't want to spend $50,000 for cosmetic dentistry, and you need a lot of work done. It could cost that much. So here's what you do. Aurora Orthodontics NTMJ. Dr. Kent Lawson pioneered a program that takes 2 years. You widen your palate using mouthpieces, really, and it gradually widens your palate. Your teeth start straightening, and then he uses Invisalign braces toward the end for a few months. He has incredible results. Find out more about straight, beautiful teeth with the new orthodontics. 303-690-0100. It is called the new orthodontics for a reason, because it's new, it's different, it's the best system I know, especially for adults. They have a child version that's a little different, but this is wonderful. 303-690-0100.
No, it's a nice looking house, actually.
Who's it at?
It's that guy's house. You know, the price.
Not bad.
No, I mean, yeah, it's right there, man. It's nice, too. I mean, it's an older neighborhood in the Colorado Springs. But
how much do you think this real estate person got for referring him? I'll bet you a month's rent. What do you think?
Probably. Maybe more.
Or maybe the $5,000.
I wrote down 6 times 7 was 36.
Oh.
I still don't understand the guy's problem. What is it?
We don't know yet. So far, it sounds okay.
A gallon of avgas
The ingredient that gets you high. Oh yeah, CBD Labs oil has also
is 7, right? Is there no?
Listen,
I thought it was
6 point. I can't remember. I know it's a lot less than water because water's around 8.
8.2.
CBD oil commercial, that's all.
Ask the engineer.
I gotta get these guys. 8 pounds a gallon, it says, of oil.
Water.
Oh, but 1 gallon of oil is 8 pounds, but it's 7 point something actually.
6.8.
It's about 7.
This is saying 8 at Quora, and you know what? I don't give a shit what you say, Dan. Quora.
Well, I looked it up here at this here.
No, water's 8 a gallon, and oil's a lot less. That's why it floats on water.
No. Is it heavier?
No.
Oil and gasoline are much lighter.
Okay, I'm just reading at Quora. 1 gallon equals 8 fucking pounds. How much? There can't be much.
That's water.
That's water.
No, it says a gallon of oil will weigh around 8 pounds.
They're wrong.
No.
Then Quora's wrong. Tell them they're wrong.
They're wrong because it wouldn't float on water otherwise. Oil and gasoline float readily on water because they're much lighter.
Okay, this one says, this is the manufacturer of this oil, and it says...
1 gallon of water is 8.3.
Everything's a fucking argument, Dan. You can't just have a conversation. Hey, how you doing? What do you mean, how you doing?
Do you mean how? Or do you mean, how are you doing?
Yahoo Answers. You want to hear Yahoo Answers, guys?
Dude, there's liquids that weigh up to 130 pounds per gallon.
Listen, well, who cares about that?
I mean, it's who cares? That's what I'm saying.
Now,
Well,
this
we were
one,
just trying to figure out what package weight.
7.2, this guy says. Why is this? You know, on my weight and balance, that's pre-measured. It says, I'll show you. I got
There's
this.
shit that weighs way more than water.
We're not talking about that. We're not even talking about anything compared to water. We're just talking.
Well, we were just trying to figure out what his case of oil weighed. That he
Yeah,
had
that's
shipped.
it. Don't.
I'm just saying it's different than water.
Who gives a shit?
It is. You're right.
I am so fucking tired of arguing. Jesus Christ.
So computers lay less than water too.
Exactly. Jesus, mercury weighs more than any liquid.
iBalance. Here it is. iBalance. That's what I use.
Yeah.
Indeed, used by over 3 million businesses for hiring.
Low.
Business owners and HR professionals can
If you have just
reach out
oil,
with
like
specific
crude oil,
questions,
that varies
then
all
sort,
over the
review,
place.
and communicate with candidates.
How about if it's sweet?
Sweet oil weighs
higher.
different.
Sugar water would weigh more than water.
Yes, you're right. Salt water would weigh more than water.
Yeah, that's why you
How
float
much does
higher.
the water weigh in the Dead Sea?
It's 33%.
Oh yeah, and the Dead Sea would be a lot heavier because.
Have you ever went fishing there?
The Dead Sea.
It's horrible.
He must have.
Barely catch anything.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. We're even arguing on the weight of a gallon of oil. We can't come to an agreement. I swear to God, just regular oil, not talking crude. Roy has a comment on this DOS versus MS-DOS. Then we go back to Scotty. This predatory lending thing, I think we got something there, man. I hate these rent-to-buys, and I think his agent might be in on it. Hey, Roy, what is a quick comment here on DOS versus MS-DOS, sir?
Okay, so a couple things you got a little confused, Tom. They did not buy from CPM. Initially, when IBM went to Gates and asked for the operating system that was functioning, he told them that it was kind of rough and wasn't worth having, and sent them to CPM, which was a company that had a valid operating system.
Yeah, that's what I read.
The owner of the company wasn't available, and his wife told him to basically take a hike because they didn't want to sign the non-disclosures.
Yeah.
And so they went back to Gates, and Gates said, well, okay. And he went to his buddy, which ended up, I'm horrible with names, but
Paul Allen,
he ends up being the second. Paul Allen, thank you. He's actually the one that wrote it. He wrote it originally on company time for the company that Bill bought it from. And IBM had said, I needed to do this, this, and this.
Uh-huh.
That is, IBM gave them a list of things that it had to do.
So they did
then,
write it.
Gates had Alan modify
Yep.
the existing code to be able to do what it needed to do.
All right. So if
Not
you,
in the garage.
So who wrote DOS?
I'm not. Well, originally Alan wrote it, but it was on company time for the company he was working for. That's why Gates had to buy it.
Oh, see, so it was those two. Yeah, thank you.
In the garage, though?
Oh, yeah. See, he argued about the garage and was it day or night, and it doesn't matter what you say. Freaking Dan will find an argument somewhere, and you think, you look at him, he's so unassuming. People, think, oh, Martino must be an ass for work for it because I have this on-air persona when I'm really just a wallflower and a milk of human kindness. And in the office, I'm steamrolled by people like Dan and Deputy Clint and Daphne and Suzanne. You really don't know the true dynamic. And then Mark, he just yells louder and he thinks he's righter. It's crazy. We could have a reality show. I don't know what we'd call it, but anyway, Scotty has a real problem, really, and I'm serious. Okay, so Scotty, here's what I want to know. So far, you put $5,000 down. You make a year of payments. You're going to buy the house for $365,000. So far, everything sounds almost okay. What went wrong? Tell me what the situation is.
Back in April, they started charging us late fees because they go through another property management company to collect the rental payments.
Yeah.
And that's Pathlight. If you look them up, and it's Pathlight Property Management.
Yeah.
They have good reviews in the beginning, and then as you keep reading the reviews, everything from like a year forward. 6
Okay,
months
so
later,
were they phony? Were they phony late fees?
They go through a portal, so you have to pay through this portal through the internet. And the portal, starting April, somewhere around the end of April, we weren't able to log on. So maybe we thought it was our internet.
I know, but so
they charge us the late fee.
Okay, well, hold on. You weren't able to log on and you didn't finish. Therefore, we did not make the payment, or therefore we mailed the payment, or what?
We made the payment, but it was 3 days late.
Okay, so it really was late, but you're saying it wasn't your fault. Okay, other than the late fees, that can't sound like it's such a big deal. What went wrong? Or was it the late fees that added up to an insurmountable amount?
That's been happening since April. Every month, their portal won't open up.
So how much in late fees do you have?
It varies every month.
I mean, but is this the reason you're calling for late fees, or for the rent to purchase option?
I'm calling because they sound like this is a common thing they do to everybody, not just
But Scotty, I understand that. There was a company once called New York Guardian Mortgage Corporation that I was instrumental with a bunch of people shutting them down because of what they were doing. They were purposely posting payments late in order to collect fees. But what I want to know is this. Other than late fees, are you calling about any other problem? Did that prevent you from buying, or are you still in the first year? What's the status today?
We're still in the first year. We can't get a hold of anybody. Nobody can call us back. When they do call us back, all they ask us is to pay the late fees.
I get you. I get it now.
And we can't talk to a manager, and we can't talk to anyone besides.
I totally get it. Yeah.
They ask us, are you going to pay the late fees, or do we need to kick you out? That's all they tell us.
Now, if you pay the late fees, how much would they be altogether now? How much?
For this month, it's $389.
Oh, my goodness. Now, did you pay the last month's fees?
Yes, we did.
So each month. I get it, man. I get it. Now, 300 and something this month. You've paid past late fees. If you added up all the late fees since April, what would they amount to roughly?
Close to $2,000.
This is incredibly bad. Scotty, we want to take a shot. Deputy Clint, let's take a shot at calling them. If the portal truly doesn't work, I don't know about that. Hang on. Now, Eric has a comment, and then Jason, he has to get going. Jason, when I want to try to take you if you have limited time, but I also have to take some breaks. So, Jason, what is this about?
Hey, Tom. So I've just got to follow up on my call from last week about my the paint on my truck being
wanted to know whether
or a three-stage.
Yes, that's right. What about it?
I followed up with Ford, and they're telling me that it's definitely a two-stage paint. But when I've asked Rickenbaugh, they're saying that the repair has to be done with a three-stage paint at their shop because they use a water-based paint rather than a solvent.
Well, then that's not OEM, man.
So where does that leave me? Who should foot the bill?
Well, you have to pay for what you got. I mean, Jason, you took it there, right?
Well, it was taken there. It was an insurance claim.
But it doesn't. You ultimately are responsible to where you get it fixed. I mean, your insurance didn't force you to go there.
No, they didn't force me to go there.
Well, what did they say? Why did you go there? Did they say this is a preferred shop?
It was recommended by them, yes.
Okay. Listen, what does your insurance people say then? If you said to your insurance, you guys told me to go here, and now there's a discrepancy, and you're not paying for all of it, what would they say?
Well, that's what I'm still working through.
Yeah. So they should pay to put your car back to the way it was, less your deductible. If they don't, then you have a bad faith. You have a situation where you can sue the damn insurance company. You know that? I'd like to get a company on. I know this is minor.
Falls on the insurance,
huh?
And that's what I'm asking. That's what I'm asking for your help with. Like, ultimately, where I am is, I foot the bill for the $1,500 difference in the paint. And
you already did? You already did?
I already did.
All right, hold on. I'll give you some strategy. If you can hold on. Otherwise, you call back or we'll take your number. But I do have a strategy.
Difference from 2 to 3. I think Rickenbaugh's putting them together. That's what I think so too.
Well, this stupid water-based thing doesn't even match up.
Retro.
It's going to probably stay different too, I bet, huh?
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com.
But it's not painting the whole car, right? Just like a render or...
I don't know. The Disler PG is what is factory. Almost everything. Unfortunately, you have to pay the price, $127 a pint.
Listen, the hard drive for this is 10 times more than you can buy the computer for.
Cool.
So I wouldn't do it. I would buy it.
Answer my question.
I know some people. We used to call them the Unabombers because they're bearded and weird and they sell Macs, but they're good people. I want to turn you on to them.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta get my wife works. It's so irritating, I can't even use the damn thing. It's loaded up with so much malware.
First of all, I don't. What is give me a symptom of your malware.
Oh, it goes to all different search engines instead of one you want.
I'm Tom Martino, and I love this product no matter what kind of insulation you have. It'll never measure up to Rocky Mountain Retro Foam. If I didn't see this video, I wouldn't believe how wonderful it is. It is absolutely crazy wonderful. FoamYourWalls.com will show you the video, okay? Now, I mean, whether you think you need insulation or not, I'm telling you, any insulation is inferior. Your home can be better. You can save tons of money on energy bills. What you do is have this injection from the outside. They inject your home. It compresses the old insulation if you have old insulation. It covers every nook and cranny, all of the cavities. It increases your R value, and guess what? You also get soundproofing up to 80%. It is the very best insulating system I have ever seen. You have to see it for yourself. FoamYourWalls.com, 720-676-6333.
They've been doing that on semi-trailers for years. That foam.
But this is so it's not this. I don't think
it's not expensive foam.
Are they up now?
No,
it's not.
I don't think.
They're not up.
But I don't think.
And it doesn't totally.
I still don't have their contract back, so I'm not putting them up until I see a contract.
All foam, I imagine, has some degree of...
Now, is this going to be better,
It's all better
than that Best Way insulation where they pack it with...
Best Way is really good, but this...
Foam beats
go
everything.
to foamyourwalls.com. And, of course, Dan will fucking argue. He'll say,
This-
well, I don't know if it's better.
I don't like
think
to do
it is.
gases.
I
They
don't
don't
think
use
it
it.
is. I
They
don't
don't
think
like it in
there
the
is
steel.
no off gas.
I know.
All of the
Mark,
foams
help
are
me
better.
here, okay? Help me. Help me, Mark.
Help me, Rhonda.
I just shot 3-stage paint last night.
Of course you did.
I did.
You did what?
He shot 3-stage
Three-stage paint last night.
Or at least that
Did
was
he really?
wet. It was
Yeah.
a wet dream, actually.
Don't you got to wait a little while in between, or?
You put the base coat down. What's mixed in the inner clear, they call it, this is the third stage, is
Dan,
pearl.
I mean,
Then it's a
Deputy
clear.
Clan- Deputy, he knows how to do it.
I would have thought clear
Better,
than last.
see?
Right? Clear's last, no?
It is last.
You notice he always asks these shit-stirring questions. He won't just let it go. Like, oh, that's interesting that you did that. No, he says, no, wait a minute. Now, wait a minute.
Multiple
Are you
listeners
sure?
are saying Dan is right.
You watch. You listen. Those online, you listen. We
Dan
just
is
have
so
a normal conversation, and Dan has the shit-stirring
Kevin
questions.
Matthews,
What did he
Dan
just
1,
ask?
Martino 0.
What did he just ask?
About
Look at
where the clear went in 3-stage. It actually, the last
Dan
2 stages
1,
both had
Martino
clear.
0.
But the
Dan
way
Shut up!
right.
It is true. They're dogging you big time
They're
there,
dogging you.
Martino.
Oh, about Microsoft?
And the oil.
Mark was
and the oil.
fucking oil. I'm just reading what the oil says.
You think it weighs more than water?
I never said that.
No, I thought he said
God
that.
damn you! I never said that.
I
I don't get it.
Mark, just shut up. I never said that. God damn it.
What weighs more, a pound of feathers or a pound of water?
Okay, jeez, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
Actually, what did you say? What weighs more, which is heavier?
Oh, come on. Okay, which one? Just pick it. Go ahead. I
No,
gotta
the
hear
reason
this
for
argument. Huh?
Which one weighs more?
Which one weighs more?
Yeah, a pound of feathers or a pound of water?
Oh, I'm sorry. No.
Oh, boy. I thought he was
Okay,
going to
now,
walk into
now
that
the
one.
next question.
Which one's
is
heavier, a pound of gold or a pound of feathers?
Which one's heavier?
Heavier.
They're
Not
both the
weighs-
same.
They're the same.
Gold's measured in troy ounces. So it actually is heavier.
But you didn't say a
Ah.
We're talking a pound, though, not a troy
Got you on
ounce.
that one.
There's only 12 troy
That was
ounces.
a Dan answer.
How many's in a baker's dozen?
That was a fucking Dan answer.
Kevin said Dan 1, Martino 0, but he talks louder.
Oh, man.
Dan,
If you only saw me play racquetball. Shit, I wish I could get over there one day, but I can't, so forget it.
do you guys remember the water-based primer in the 80s and 90s?
I have a question
I
for
can't
you.
remember when he didn't
So I'm
smoke.
trying to
He
get
would
my
go outside.
endurance up,
I'd
right?
be
So I'm on a rower or I'm on something, my heart rate I keep up. And I'm doing well, right? Like 30 minutes or so, and then without a break. Okay, now listen. So I get off, I recover very quickly. I'm doing well, right? I breathe a little hard, but I recover quickly. And I get my rate up to 130. I don't know, that's, for me, that was, they said that was a good rate. So listen, but if I run up the stairs, now I'm not talking about 20 or 30 minutes that I do at the gym. If I run up the stairs really quickly, I'll be fucking out totally of breath. And I know I don't have heart problems, all that. So why? Why is it that I can go steady at the gym, but if I run up those stairs...
Different muscles.
The fourth floor is higher altitude.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK. This hour, by the way, brought to you by Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. I can tell you honestly that Frank is probably one of my favorite people in the world. If I had to be on a desert island and I needed a friend there, I would want Frank. 303, I'm saying, here's the number, 303-920-1622. Now, okay, don't go there with the other stuff, okay? I'm talking about friendship. Frank is a great guy, seriously, the best real estate person you'll ever meet, buying or selling. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. So, I know Scotty has that thing we're working on with him, with the lender, because Deputy Clint, you're supposed to get on that. And then Jason... Here's what I would do. Jason already paid the difference, but this is a screw job. I think, by the way, it's the caddy place that's screwing you here. You took it to what? Which one was it?
It was Rickenbach Collision.
Yeah, and I want to say something about Rickenbach. Rickenbaugh is no longer run that. I believe that was a tragic story. That was a wonderful dealership. Did you?
Tom, I'm just asking for your help with this.
I know.
I've spent the $1,500.
I know. Did you talk?
I'm spinning my wheels.
No, I don't blame you. I would be so pissed off. So at the end of the repair, your insurance company paid Rickenbaugh everything but your deductible and $1,500, or are you trying to get out of your deductible?
No, they paid everything except the deductible and $1,500. I paid Rickenbaugh $2,000.
Okay. But $1,500 of that was an extra charge that you don't think you should have been charged.
Correct. So I don't. Ford is telling me it's a two-stage paint. Geico is saying it's a two-stage paint. Rickenbaugh is saying it's a three-stage paint because of the process.
But why wouldn't? I don't understand this though. No matter what, it took them a certain amount to repair your truck. Didn't your insurance know this before they sent you there? They said go to Rickenbaugh. So. Did your insurance have a total amount for repair?
The process evolved. I mean, the accident occurred January.
I'm asking if the estimate, the adjuster, what amount did the adjuster allow, and did they go over $1,500?
Well, that evolved because the whole process and the whole repair process evolved. I mean, my accident occurred January 3rd. The truck went to Rickenbaugh a few days after that, and I didn't get it back until June.
Okay, but I'm asking another question. Did they get approval?
I'm not sure.
Well,
I mean, I didn't approve anything.
Okay, if you didn't approve it, and you can't show where they didn't get approval from your insurance company, you don't owe Rickenbaugh. I believe Rickenbaugh is giving you a screw job. I would sue them in small claims court for breach of contract. They agreed to fix your truck, and they did not do it without charging you more. Okay? That was a preferred shop. Geico, I think, should pay it, because they are the ones that sent you there, and they're supposed to put your car back to original. They're saying that you had betterment. You had a 3-stage instead of a 2-stage. I would sue Rickenbaugh because they needlessly did a 3-stage. It's not your fault that they don't have a 2-stage process. They should have come to you and said, Jason, we don't have a 2-stage method. Therefore, you need to get a 3-stage, which is going to cost you more. In fact, Deputy Dan, you want to argue so much, I think I should I'm serious. You should take this, because here's what Rickenbaugh is saying to Jason. Listen, they're saying, Jason, we could not do a 2-stage because we use a water-based paint. Isn't that right, Jason?
That's what I was told. Correct.
Okay, now, if you were told that, and they tell us that, then they should have said, oh, by the way, we can't give you a factory OEM paint job. We have to do a 3-stage because we don't have the proper equipment. Therefore, we are going to charge you more, and they never got your approval. I'm sorry. I think it all lays with Rickenbaugh, which, by the way, it pains me to say this, but the name has been besmirched by these people. It's just.
Hey, Tom, I know you're
going to call
guy.
them.
You have great resources, and I'm just hoping you can help me out with it.
Well, we're going to call and do it. Now, listen, it may ultimately come down to small claims court against Rickenbaugh, but I'm going to have Dan call, because if they tell us it's a 3-stage, we can prove they're wrong right off the bat. So, therefore, they're wrong. Now, if they say, oh, yes, it is a 2-stage, but we can't do it, then the question is, why did you not get his approval to go other than factory? And especially if it was going to cost him more money. They suck, Jason. Hold on, make sure, Suzanne, make sure Dano has all of his information. Then we'll put his arguing engineer skills to the test. Now, you have a comment on the predatory lending. Go ahead. What's going on, Eric? What's your comment?
So I'm currently in the Home Partners group, and I've got a wonderful house to them.
So you like the system?
Yes, I do.
Then why?
Sure.
Why? Why the late fees, sir? Why the late fees?
You know what? I got hit with those late fees too, and he's absolutely right. Pathway, it's very difficult to deal with. However, what I did is I circumvented them, and I went back to the Home Partners of America, and I made a complaint with them saying that Pathlight wasn't treating me correctly.
So they're two separate entities. You're talking
Correct.
about Home Partners is one, and the other one is Pathlight. Is Pathlight their processor?
Pathlight is basically the management company for the leases until you buy the house. The other thing I wanted to
But this is odd.
comment on.
I'll let you comment, but we just discovered two people at random, you guys don't know each other, that are both getting socked with late fees. That sounds pretty queer to me right now. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
They're very difficult to deal with, Pathlight. They are getting better. If you look at their Yelp reviews, they have terrible Yelp reviews, but they have a new person that's addressing every single bad Yelp review.
Could you give us some hints on how to do this? Hang on. Please tell us what to do step by step. And I hope, Clint, this is for your call. He may have some tips for him.
Eric, who regulates lending? Is the Secretary of State's office?
No, you don't have to, because first of all, I don't know who exactly. There's different ones, like FTC would for certain things, and then mostly the STC. The Secretary of State has nothing to do with any regulatory stuff for anyone, anywhere. Secretary of State is simply a record keeper. Right, it's secretary. Okay, that's what they are.
Okay.
So, Dano, Dano's going to take the other one. So, this guy, Eric, I want you to, whatever he says, we'll pass on to the guy. What was the guy with that? Scotty.
We keep track of what this
Over
is.
3 million businesses for hiring, where business owners and HR professionals can post job openings with screener questions, then sort, review, and communicate with candidates from an online dashboard. Learn more at Indeed.com/hire.
John Fuller, Fuller Law. I'm going to put it just as succinctly as possible. If you are in an accident, a motor vehicle accident, on whatever side you think you've been injured, you don't know whose fault it is, you need information, John Fuller. Just remember that name. Free legal advice when you need it most. He'll let you know if you have a case or if he can help you or not, but he'll tell you the truth, and he'll tell you up front. Yes, legal advice, personal injury for automobile accidents and more. 303-597-4500, personalinjuryco.com.
Are you a startup or an established business looking to grow? Max Effect Marketing is your Colorado leader in online and traditional marketing. Call them for a free marketing analysis at 866-2-THE-MAX.
Mark, what do we do
That's
about
866-284-3629. Marketing to the max.
Well, I don't know. He's coming in soon, isn't he? Just talk to him. Why, did you get another one or what? No?
Yeah, he's on the line.
Huh. I am not hearing good stuff about the water-based paint.
Why did they go to that, for the environment thing?
Yeah. Low
They're not forced to, right?
No, they're not forced to. They've been doing it voluntarily, but for one thing, it takes forever to dry.
There are so many stories of charities. Why encourage others to share this?
I mean, just like with anything, the more we hear it, the more that we can understand what needs to happen so that we can...
Hello, Tom. This is Jana with Dr. Olson and Dr. Williams with a quick courtesy reminder of your claiming appointment this coming Monday, the 23rd,
Thank you.
2 p.m. And hope you have a great upcoming weekend.
That is wonderful.
See you on
I
Monday.
love when they do
Bye.
that. I love when they remind me. Holy crap. Monday, 2 p.m. cleaning.
You know your thing about the stairs, I think when you don't work up and warm up to something, I think it pulls your adrenaline up.
Yeah,
When it's a flight or fright, when you suddenly run upstairs.
Hey, there's somebody in there. They're doing something in there.
They're recording in there all the time now.
They're always in there. I think they do brokerage shows.
Have you talked to this Eric or know something about what?
Eric? No. He was on here.
Oh, okay, I'll find out what he has.
He also went through Home Partners Group and had a problem with this pathway. So he's the one who he did a complaint and got it rectified.
More and more of these cars that have pearl in them, the 3-stage. I've heard that there's a base coat that may have metallic.
The Metallica?
It may have metallic in the base.
I love Metallica.
Oh, really? Base coats
Yeah.
might have it. Okay.
Could have metallic. But then the interclear, they call it, this middle coat in the middle, is regular clear. It's not high, because on the end you use high solids clear to get a buildup.
Okay.
But they use just a regular clear and there's pearl in it. The pearl clear, it has to set on top of the metallic, then a clear, regular clear over that.
Another clear on top of it.
That's the only way it looks. The only way it
How do they
looks.
do two stages then?
Everything's two-stage. Even black is two-stage now. It's just a color
No,
clear.
but that was a three-stage. The pearl's a three-stage, right? How was
Everything's just a, and the reason they went to two-stage is because they can put a ton of pigment in the base coat.
Oh, okay.
Because it's not shiny.
But then the clear is clear, or the
Yeah.
clear also contains some of the pearl stuff?
No, the clear is clear on two-stage. But that way they can put a ton of pigment in the base coat, and it's not shiny, but it covers. So you use less material. $127 for a pint of urethane pigment.
For what?
A pint of urethane is $127.
BBEL.com or download the apps and try it for free. That's Babbel.com. I love when we get into an industry where there
I
are
bought the paint for some Suburban a couple months ago. It's $1,200.
industry is packed with rip-offs, flood, fire, mold, toxins, chemicals, and they'll rip your face off. Not American Restoration 24/7.
Obamacare is a lifesaver. I see that.
If you have an emergency,
Oh, God.
you can trust American Restoration.
How is Paul doing the quick and dirty for
247.com 8337
How does what?
Light certain wealth strategies
Quick and
provides
dirty.
financial planning with a focus on forward-looking tax
I like the
mitigation
website,
strategies
Quick and
for
Dirty.
those in or near retirement in Colorado.
You know this
Wealth strategy.
this thing from Trudeau. You know Trudeau's a liberal.
Yeah, dressed like
I didn't see what's wrong
What
with
did
that.
he say? What
I don't
did he
see
do,
no
per
what
se?
he did.
What did he do?
He dressed up like
Aladdin.
so he used makeup on his face.
Like
Who did that offend?
It was like 1981 too, or something like that. Wasn't it?
No, but he also, they released a whole video too that
When he was
came
in
in
high school.
blackface.
When he was in high school.
Who cares? He's one of these guys that yells at everybody that does that.
Yes.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. This hour also brought to you by One Clear Choice Garage Doors. If you have a problem with the garage door, OneClearChoiceDoors.com. Whether it's a spring, an entire door, an opener, I don't know how many ways to put this other than I've used them 5 or 6 times. I love them, and it's one of the best companies you'll find for home repairs and of course, the garage. They do garage doors. Now, Eric had a comment on predatory lending. We are helping Scotty with this predatory lending. Eric, I want you to tell us what you think he can do to solve the problem. But this is odd that we have 2 listeners that don't even know each other call, and they're both getting socked with late payments. I'm wondering if they're doing this on purpose. Eric, did you encounter the same problem with the online interface?
Yes.
And
yes, I did.
Oh man, this is unbelievable. So listen to that, Deputy Clint. Both of them are having problems online doing their payments. Both of them getting socked with huge late fees. I think they're just doing that to raise some extra money over at this. You said Pathlight. So what is your solution, sir?
The minute I can't get on that portal,
yes,
I'm emailing. I'm emailing Home Partners and I'm emailing Pathlight the very second.
And what do you email?
That way I have a trail of saying I cannot get on at this specific time to make my payment. I do not want a late fee.
Why not just set up autopay?
I don't trust them.
I wouldn't either. I wouldn't either.
So
not those people.
I don't think that's a possibility either.
You know, you can do an auto pay from your bank to them. In other words, where you don't have to trust them. You just do it. You say how much it is and when to pay it. You can do that.
They don't allow that. They basically just offer an e-check system, which requires you to go in each time to do it.
No.
I don't believe there is an auto pay system.
So the interface that you're having trouble with, Eric, what is it?
It's a web interface. It's a portal through their website.
And is it a payment system?
Yes.
It processes an e-check.
Yes, sir.
So you have an e-check that you fill out?
You basically fill out your banking information, your routing, your account number, and the amount you're
Have
gonna
you
pay.
tried it after it didn't work? Like, you're not late until when?
I believe you're not late until 11:59 on the 5th of each month.
So let's say it's the 5th of each month. Did you try it on the 28th, 29th, the 30th, the 1st, the 2nd? I mean, did you just see, for instance, how much it screws up?
I've tried making my payment 10 days beforehand, and
wow.
I had problems.
Okay, so
but the
can
other
you
problem
give
they
us...
have
Yes.
Is they don't post where you can make your payment until 5 days till it's due. So that's another issue.
Yeah, but isn't it always the
lot of-
same place? I mean, you post your payment always to the same place. If they post it once, you can keep that link?
You're absolutely correct. However, when you go to make the payment, it'll just say zero due, and then you want to make your payment, it won't let you make past that zero due.
Until you get the notice.
Correct.
And you only get the notice 5 days before.
About 5 days ahead of time.
All right, this sucks. So I want you to stand hold. Deputy Clint's going to get the emails, and then we're going to give them to our guy that called us with trouble. And wow, I'm going to post something on this because this is wrong. Thank you. Pathlight is the name of the payment processor or whatever. I don't know what it is. Is Pathlight the actual management company for sure? Is that what it is?
Well, what all they do is they're just they're a property management company.
All right, thanks.
And like the caller said, if you look at their Yelp reviews, it's terrible. However, they are addressing it now. They're getting better. But the actual
But you're going to give us the people to contact, right?
Sure.
All right. So let's do that, okay? Thank you. Drew, you have a follow-up on a call, a notice to quit. This was a weird one, Drew. Could you recap it quickly, and then we'll make sure we take this? I want people to hear it. I also want to let people know we have lines open at 303-713-TALK. Go ahead, Drew.
Yeah, so about a year ago, I was told to vacate the. I was given a notice to quit based on some noise complaints that I was receiving from my downstairs neighbors.
Was this at the end of a lease?
This was not at the end of a lease.
This was in the middle of a lease?
Yes, this is well before the lease was going to end.
So you were basically a notice to quit. It wasn't an eviction, right?
It was a notice to quit, right. He said that you could either leave now or we'll go to court over an eviction, so I chose to leave.
Okay.
To court.
Got you. I see the notice. It says notice to quit for a repeat violation. And then when this was given you on 9/12, when is your lease up?
The lease for that property was up in March of 2019.
Okay, so you left early. When did you leave?
I left on towards the third week of September.
All right, hold on. I want to hear the end of this. 303-713-TALK. 303-713-8255. We have another couple of hours to go. It's like a brand new show coming up, and I want you to stay tuned. We got a lot to talk about on the Troubleshooter Show. 303-713-TALK. Centeno Schultz, living...
Stem cell therapy. No, we will. If you are looking for stem cell therapy, please don't waste your money with these liars and cheaters who use amniotic fluid, umbilical cord, and other fluids they have shipped into the clinic. And I'm sorry to buy a clinic, people, but you got to figure this out. If a clinic has fluids shipped into their clinic, you are not getting true living stem cell therapy. Under current law, it's impossible. You must have it extracted on site. Centeno Schultz, one of the few clinics truly giving stem cell therapy. Look for their seminars or call them for an evaluation. 303-963-9201.
Hi, I'm Dr. Chris Centeno.
What, sir?
Come to one of our stem cell treatment seminars. We're going to give you the real skinny on what works and what doesn't work. And we're going to show you how you can be active and functional again without surgery.
303-963-9201.
I'm not
worried
about
it. I mean, it's just at some point it's not going to matter either.
By high-quality stem cell therapy.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino now. Joe Pax tonight at 6:30 KHOW Denver.
News, I'm Aaron Katersky. Houston's biggest
Aaron, I know,
airport has
man.
reopened, but officials say there could still be catastrophic flooding in the area.
The system is constantly changing. We initially thought it was just going to move to the east, but overnight it certainly has reformed itself.
Houston Mayor Sylvester Turner, Capitol Hill now, the mother of Eric Garner, killed in 2014 when a New York City police officer used a banned chokehold, is testifying before a House Committee on Police Practices.
11 times he said, "I can't breathe." But those officers who were on the scene that day, they didn't seem to care.
Glenn Carr is urging Congress to pass legislation making a chokehold a federal civil rights violation. President Trump has filed a lawsuit to try to block New York prosecutors from obtaining his tax returns. The Manhattan district attorney subpoenaed the president's accounting firm for 8 years of his returns.
Why doesn't he give up his tax return?
The adult film
What the
actress
hell?
said she had
Come on,
an affair with
man.
the president that he's denied.
Come clean,
This
mister.
is ABC.
Come clean, you.
The Trump administration is rejecting a request from California for more money
Getting a little
to
tired.
expand programs to help the homeless. Housing Secretary
I think it's because he's not as rich as what he said he was.
I don't think so.
You don't think it's that? What do you think it is?
I think they want to. Oh, why doesn't he give them out? I don't know. Probably the whole loophole thing.
That could be some of that.
I mean, his net worth has nothing to do with his tax returns.
Right, but they probably could figure it out from that.
I don't know if you can or not. How do you do that? How many years are they looking for? 7?
But like
I don't think they can go back more than 7.
There's no law saying that he has to do it.
No, of course
Never
not.
been.
Okay, here's the answer. What good would come out of it?
No,
There's not one good thing that would come out of it, so why do it? In his case.
That's a good point.
Actually, in any of their cases. Even Bernie made $1 million or $2 million. I mean, he's a fucking, I don't see him donating his money.
Something like Zoom to make that happen. Zoom lets you connect and do business across town or
I do hope
And Tom and his, let's give everybody free college bullshit.
one easy platform for video conferencing, phone calls,
And $1,000 a month.
And the $1,000 a month.
Free lunch.
Free lunch. Love lunch.
Zoom is how business gets done.
I'll tell you what, when I was a fucking kid, I had to walk to school, no shoes, uphill both ways,
In the snowstorm.
in a blizzard, in the snow.
Year round.
Yeah, it always snowed where I grew up.
Rodman
Antarctica. Yeah, that's where I grew up, Antarctica.
It was tough there.
Yeah, that's the ticket, Antarctica.
And I got homeschooled.
Yeah.
Military school.
Yeah, I had to fight in a war in Antarctica when I was 4.
No shoes, remember that.
No shoes. Last warship sunk by Nazis.
There was a...
Did you get cream?
Wealthy town.
I did.
Remember Shawshank Redemption?
And I got a pair of
That's where
scissors.
he went.
I like the little curl
they
on
walk
it.
Oh, where is it? Always
curl
like
stand
that was
Way
pretty cool.
down.
Do you remember that time she went to return
almost
cream?
The very tip of Mexico. And the reason, there's a reason
So it's
for
almost
that.
like Guatemala.
When Daphne went to return the cream.
There's a reason he went there.
God, that was funny as shit.
I'm gonna look at it.
It was founded in the 1600s by the Castilla Spaniards, and all the statues there are women. Women run everything. Did we get
Really?
Let me ask you guys a mathematical question, okay? If you pay someone, let's use numbers, $20 an hour, okay? And you send them out to buy something that costs $2. They buy the wrong thing, and the whole trip takes 1 hour. Do you send them back just to return the other thing, not to get the right thing? Or do you tell them, don't worry about it?
I would send them back because it's principle.
$20
They have to learn. They have to learn. Actually, what they learn is always buy a, you get more.
Always buy something wrong. Damn it! I did it again!
You get paid to keep return on a $2 minimum.
God, that was the funniest thing.
What's the name of that place in Mexico? How do
Zahuataneo.
you spell that?
Oh God, I'm not sure how to spell it.
It's probably X.
Oh, you're right.
Ixtapa is 3 miles away.
What are you talking about, though? I've been all over Mexico.
So it's that place for Shawshank Redemption. Remember when he broke out of the prison, crawled through the sewers? He went down there, and then he had his buddy come and meet
Yeah,
him.
it was founded by women. All the statues there are women. And it was a wealthy strip port. But they started taking these guys, these men that would have scouted through the U.S. with money. If they married or invested local, they could stay.
Oh, really?
That's why I went there. It was well known that if you had a lot of money and you wanted to run off to Mexico, you could live there, become the banker. Anyway, whole story of Zihuatanejo gets more fascinating. So the town became pretty wealthy from all these millionaires coming down there. Did you find it?
No. Oh, there it is, right there. Wow. Look at. I never would.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. Good guess.
Well, it's
I didn't guess. I just started.
It's a paradise.
So they're making themselves available to answer any.
That's kind of the places where they process cocaine and shit, though, man.
No.
Look how far away that is.
Oh, I know, but it's absolutely beautiful. Absolutely.
Belize. Yeah, that's Guatemala.
Well, no, there are ways from
No,
Guatemala.
no.
Guatemala's got a lot of great things.
Anyway, they have free college, is what you were talking about.
Who does? They what now?
Just for their people.
Yeah, because they're so wealthy, the town. But
The town wants free college for everybody.
They become
I
even
want
if they're
people
not
to
here.
go and waste time, and I want them to, just squander everything and not have to have
Anyway,
good grades.
these guys
That's
went down there,
especially.
made
I
them
want
become
them
wealthy.
They don't have to have good grades,
But
as long
then
as
remember
they
the
show
end of
up
World War I,
and they
the
get to
Germans
eat
were
all the
gassing
food
people.
too. That's
At the end of
exactly
World
what
War
I
I, the
want.
Germans were gassing nerve gas at the end of World War I.
They were two soldiers and stuff.
They were gassing the people in trenches during the end of World War I. The Germans were gassing.
Oh yeah, World War One, of course. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, the trench warfare.
Okay.
Yeah. With mustard gas.
Yeah, mustard gas. Well, they discovered a thing called activated charcoal, which is used in is the one thing
For
that
mass?
filters it out. Well, you would never guess where activated charcoal comes from.
Well, it comes from many things.
No. Well, now it does. They can make it out of a number of things. But the original and still the best is from burning the wood of a coconut that grew in one island in the world.
Oh, okay.
Odor eaters are still made from that coconut. But you know how there's a wood on a coconut?
Right.
A woody out,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what they burn. Well, the Japanese took over that island near the beginning of World War II and panicked us because we no longer had a source for activated charcoal for gas masks. Hitler's rattled a sword again, and so they drew a line straight across the Pacific.
Oh, where they could go.
And hit Zihuatanejo. Plantations there made them wealthy again. I'll tell you, there's another thing made them wealthy.
I'm Tom Martino. Thank you for being here. We do this show, as we've been doing for nearly 40 years, for one thing: help. That's why I use the help song. And I love helping. I just love it. I love having a place to just gripe to, get stuff off your chest. Isn't it good? Like, even if you don't get direct help, just unloading it, letting other people know about it. We discover a lot of things on this show, and what's cool is we aggregate things. What I mean is this. You may think, am I the only one feeling this? Then you call and you find out other people are feeling the same way. Or like when Scotty called and says, I'm having trouble getting through to this payment site to pay my rent, and I'm getting socked with late fees. And another guy called with the same thing, and they're both talking about the same portal from Pathlight, a management company. Pathlight's making a ton of money by what could be purposefully delaying your rent payment. Think about this, Pathlight Management Company. We need to figure this out. And I'd like to know if you've had any trouble like that. By aggregating things, we help people. 303-713-TALK. I'm going to go right to the phones. 303-713-8255. This hour brought to you by SimplyFloorsInc.com. When I advertise for people, I know every single person I'm advertising for. I know them, not just like, oh, hey, how you doing? They get to be buddies. I get to know how they think. I get to know how they run their business, and that's why they become an advertiser. I won't have someone who simply says, read this ad. Trust me, they know that. Simply Floors Inc. Buddy Mitchell is the heart and soul with his wife. They're wonderful people. Simply Floors Inc. So, if you want floor coverings, go to that website and you'll save money. and get better product. SimplyFloorsInc.com. Drew, so you had this notice to quit. It was given to you in September. You left toward the end of September. Your lease was going to be up in March, but they said, please leave without an eviction because we want you to stop. What was the complaint about? I didn't want to read this whole thing on the air, but what basically did they say you did wrong, Drew?
So, the complaint was for noise complaints,
okay.
but on my behalf,
yeah, that's all I need.
Accusation.
That's all I need to know. Okay. So the lease was up. You left. Now, did you pay for September? Your last month there?
So that's part of the debt summary that I got. Includes that remaining rent for that month.
So you did not pay for September?
No.
Okay. Did you pay?
So I'm willing to pay that.
Did you pay for the previous August, the one right before?
Yes.
Okay. So you owed only for September.
Right.
So what is the problem now?
So the problem is that they're trying to collect money on failure to give payment for 60-day notice and.
Oh, this is weird. Hold on. They asked you to leave, and now they're saying because you didn't give a 60-day notice, you have to pay for those 2 months.
Correct.
That's not fair. I mean, not really. I mean, if they ask you to leave, that's just not fair. How do they reconcile that? Who's handling this case, by the way? Deputy Clint?
I didn't realize that I've had that notice on my desk downstairs for about a week. We didn't know what it was for yet.
Okay, so in other words, he faxed it along. So here's the deal. In addition to that, now, I don't see that on your debt sheet here. I see cleaning, $90, grease trap, $25, parking permit, water bill, cancellation fee, open amount before move out. What is this $748? That I don't understand. What is $748?
The $748 was for I believe that's for the month of September that I didn't pay out.
What is your normal rent?
Back at that time, I think it was around $1,100. I don't know the exact amount.
Well, they're really nice if they're only charging you for the part of September you stayed. Is that what they're doing? They prorated September?
So it seems like that would be the case, that they're having me pay for the amount up until the point that I left.
I see that, but I do not see, the cancellation fee of $1,000 is what you feel is an unfair penalty.
As well as the 60-day notice.
Well, no. I don't see a charge for the 60-day notice. I only see the $1,000.
Very top line.
Oh, the very top is for $19.88. Well, wait a minute. This doesn't make sense to me. They're prorating September because you left early. Then they're socking you with a cancellation fee and rent for a 60-day notice. This notice to quit. I just have to see what it says. I truly can't see. This fax is so bad that I can't see what it's saying. I want to know what it says. Like, does it say you need to leave by a certain date? Because they can't have it both ways. They can't ask you to leave and then say, please leave without us evicting you, and then charge you for not giving them 60 days notice. This is weird.
It says that 3 days leave from the date it was signed on the 12th of September.
I know. They're giving you 3 days to leave and then saying you didn't give them 60 days notice. Now, this is weird. We need to call this management company. Daff, but the real issue is this, okay? Here's the only issue I see. They asked him to leave within 3 days and then charged him for not giving 60 days notice. Now, that is just not fair. Now, speaking of fairness, this is I think a learning point. There is something in the law called equitable treatment. It's what's fair. It doesn't have to be in writing. And I think any moron can see that if you have a notice requirement of 60 days, you have to give 60 days unless they ask you to leave and you do it. How can they have it both ways? That is the issue. That is what I want to confront this management company with. Hold on. Ryan. Wow, are you noisy? Man, where are you?
I'm getting away from the truck right now.
All right. Are you at work?
Yeah.
All right, what's going on, Ryan?
So, I guess I need some advice.
All right.
We got a mobile home in Monument, and it's in a trailer park. You can't really get a mortgage for it. It has to be like a personal loan.
How did you buy it?
We got in touch with. We already lived in the park, and we were moving to another mobile home, and the owner had to leave to Arizona, so he wrote us up a rent to own, and we're kind of working with that.
Now, what is the rent to own?
It's just it's a personal contract between me and the owner.
And what does it call for you to do?
$400 a month until it's paid off.
How much?
$400.
And all of it goes toward purchase?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we have lot fees on the side and water and all that.
And that's all you. But how much is this $400 a month going toward? What's the purchase price?
Roughly $20,000.
Yeah, that sounds sadly overpriced for any mobile home, let alone, how old is this one?
I want to say it's an 86.
God, you got taken to the cleaners, man. Why would you even want to buy it?
It was actually my wife when I first met her. She was making up this contract with the guy.
Yeah, that's bad. It's bad news, man. Yeah, it's bad news, no matter how you look at it. A 1986, you made 1 month payment for $400. You made too much. So they're trying to sell it for $20,000, and truly, and I'm not kidding you when I tell you this, it's probably worth $500. That mobile homes are not worth anything. However, and here's the problem in a park. They don't want you there when it's an old mobile home. They're trying to get you out so somebody will pay more for the spot, and dealers want the spots. It's a terrible, terrible place to be. You hold on. I got some suggestions, though. It's not a good situation, but I do have some suggestions.
It's Ross Kaminsky. Mornings at 5. Colorado.
Tom, you've got David Salisbury here.
It's a single wide.
Is responsible. But is that really
There's some nice ones for brand new, 69 grand, man. I was just looking at these.
Dual.
Look at this one.
David Salisbury, attorney at law. He is someone you call when you need help immediately, but you don't always have time to think when someone dies. So you need someone you can call. So if someone just died, you don't know what to do. 720-493-3911. But I'd rather you put the name away. So if you need a will or a trust or probate of any kind, you want to ask questions. He does flat rate work. Wills start around $600. Trusts can be a couple grand, and he does everything for one price. And he's just a good guy to call. He's a good guy to get information from. David Salisbury, attorney at law. 720-493-3911. You can search him on our referral list. He's a member there. Referralist.com, 720-493-3911.
Listen to this.
Thank you for this, man. How'd you do that so much?
Shingled roof, papered walls,
I got it a week ago.
Dishwasher,
And didn't know where it went
hardboard
to.
siding, whatever that is.
I
Gas
went up to
heating,
thinking
garbage
that somebody would call
disposal,
and they'd
Yeah,
three
here's what we
bedrooms,
need to
vinyl
do.
skirting, deck,
I think
oven,
Daphne's doing it, but I'm not
refrigerator,
sure.
thermopane
I have a very
windows,
simple question
drywall
for
on
Matt to
ceilings,
comment.
2 bathrooms.
This notice says leaving free.
69 grand.
He did what they
Arguably,
said.
manufacturing
And they
homes
said
should
you
be
didn't give
regular
us
than a
68.
stick built.
They gave
The
notice.
fact that they're building in a controlled
The
climate.
notice was their notice.
I know,
And they're all
but
saying, well,
they
but
just stamp them
they
out.
wanted them out in 3 days.
In other words,
So
they're
they're not
running
all-
back.
charge
they're not
you.
all done.
I agree with you.
Well,
Well,
they're-
let's call them and say, what the hell are you
They're all
doing?
identical, just like a steel building.
Are you
when it
talking
comes
to management
different
company?
parts.
Okay,
They
good.
might be
No?
bigger, smaller, laid out different.
I don't know.
But I mean, just building in a enclosed environment.
We should really fucking do this and quit talking about it.
What's that?
Do what?
What?
Fucking do a community of either new mobile.
Well, how do we do it, Mark?
I don't know where to build it.
Selling it will be nothing.
Monuments are great.
Don't you think everyone would want to do it? But here, we would sell out in...
I know, where can we do it though? Where do you buy the land that will allow such a community?
And you want to be where there's-
I don't know of anywhere that would allow it. Commerce City, maybe.
Yeah, but no one wants to live there. It's mostly retirees, so it doesn't have to be
Not
a
necessarily. You got young
metropolis.
people. Mark, you got
No, I want like a 55 and older, man. I want good tenants. I don't want young partiers. Fuck them.
No,
No millennials. In fact, I'm going to have a sign right on the front gate. No millennials.
Well, you can have 55 and over. I don't know how they make that and not get age discrimination, but they can.
No, they can do communities where all people are like-minded.
Right, no, but I mean, how they get away with age discrimination? You can't have a community that excludes old people. So, but they go the other way and stuff. To me, that seems a little hypocritical.
Why? Why is that? I don't understand. You can have, okay, daycare. You can't be 25 and go to daycare. Is that age discrimination?
That's a little bit of age discrimination.
See, that's what I'm saying. There's age discrimination all the time. 21 to drink. People would say that's age discrimination.
That's a law.
18 to vote.
Now you sound like
age discrimination.
Now you sound like the Democrats.
Yeah, those little studios are going to have phones in them when we.
So we just call them?
That doesn't mean you can call when I'm on the air.
What do you mean?
No, I can call out from those little studios.
I use Ed's phone.
You can't tell what's going to be where. We don't even know they'll exist.
The regional manager is not in today. I had to leave him a message. So.
Hey, do you remember that time?
They bombed North Korea.
Oh, that was a great one.
God, I was looking up, you were talking about those drones bombed those oil fields.
That was crazy.
I was looking up some of the technology stuff. From Google Earth, you can get the GPS coordinate.
Oh, of course you can.
You can be tracking it from our own satellite.
Yeah, so you can fly it to that GPS coordinate.
If it has, it doesn't even, you probably don't know this, it doesn't even have to have the range. The only range it needs is the battery power, the juice.
Well, but you can satellite phone it, the video.
You could, correct, but you have to have, the only thing you have to have is the juice. You don't have to have a remote, you don't have to have fucking shit.
Well, but these drones, are they battery operated or are they fuel?
Solar ones would go for a long
I don't know,
time.
but those long easies that were 10.
It's going to be solar. It's going to be battery solar powered drone.
That's solar.
Oh yeah, those little fuckers, man.
You're not going to send a missile in solar because they're not going to be in the air long enough to.
You don't need.
No. I don't know. I don't know what the drones functions. I don't know how they did it.
Right. Right.
I was just looking at what little technology it would take.
They also sent over fucking missiles.
Yeah.
And they think that's for sure that comes from Iran.
But the drones, aren't that terribly expensive that they have to send over.
But now these are bigger drones.
I know, but they're agricultural.
Oh, are they?
They make the agriculture make some big ones. I saw, but
they actually spray with the agriculture.
Hi, Tom Martino here. So what happens when you're told to move out in 3 days? And it's not an eviction, it's a notice. It's a 3-day notice. Then this is what's required first. If you don't move out in that 3 days, they go to an eviction. Drew did not want an eviction on his record, so he left. But after giving him a 3-day notice and request to leave, and after he complied, they have the nerve to charge him a penalty for early termination plus failure to give 60 days notice. That's just unfair. As far as the other stuff, I'm not going to nitpick it. Whoever summarized this did a good job. I see all of the charges. I don't have a problem with cleaning. I don't care how much you think you cleaned and parking permit and water bill and all that. But to charge this man for failure to give 60 days notice, forget that crap. Now, both Daff is in touch with them and Deputy Clint has the file. But Daff, the general manager, can we talk to him maybe tomorrow?
Yeah, he's not in the office
now,
today, so I left a message.
I will say this. I don't want to fall for any crap like he says it's private, he can't talk, blah, blah, blah. I just want to say, in general, does this seem fair to you? When someone complies with your request to leave and then you go ahead and charge them for it. That's all I want to know. And then now we'll continue. We do have a couple lines open, though, and then you can also call at any time, 303 Martino. Back to Ryan. Ryan, here's the deal. okay, this rent-to-own's a bad idea to begin with, but you got caught in it, or your girlfriend did, whatever it is. The purchase price of $20,000 is simply outrageous. Now, there is a benefit to mobile homes for people who need a place to live if they rent one. And some people think, you know, buying one isn't such a bad idea if the total payment is cheaper than rent somewhere else or a mortgage. Okay, so I'm not going to fault people for just wanting shelter. I think it beats living in your car. But I want to go through this quickly because I want to know, how hard and fast is the purchase contract? What are the default provisions? What does it say? You pay $400 a month until $20,000 is paid? I mean, is that basically it?
Well, there's also my wife made up the contract with him that every year at tax time she would give him $1,000. And I mean, we could he's willing to work with us. If we sell it, he'll send the title to us before we sell it if we have someone interested, and we can change over the title.
Is he charging you interest, or is it just $400 a month?
No interest.
On a $20,000 purchase. So it's like plus $1,000 a year, but roughly it's still a crap load. Anyway,
it is I mean, it's a good location, and the house works, you know.
Yeah, I don't think you're. What if you could get someone to assume this? Would he release you from liability?
I don't think that he would do that.
Why? If someone came in and assumed it, why wouldn't he?
He trusts us, and he knows us.
All right.
And subletting in the park, like if you're the.
I'm not asking to sublet. I'm saying they take your place. They do.
Well, the owner of the park says if you're living in the house, you have to have the title. But he knows our owner, and he's kind of friends with him, and he's allowing us to do this.
You have the title or not? You don't have the title?
No.
Okay. So what would be the difference if someone else did it with him? You're saying he would never allow anyone else to do it, right?
I mean, I could ask him.
That's one. Okay, I'm
sure.
just going to give you options. One is an assumption, but only if you get off the hook. Otherwise, it could be a nightmare. The assumption with approval. The second option is to walk away and say, you know what? There's no way that I'm paying $400 a month. I need to leave. Why are you leaving, by the way?
We have another kid on the way. It'll make 3.
Okay.
And it's a two.
Do you have another place rented right now?
No.
Okay. You should rent another place as soon as possible with your current credit status. And then
we can.
What?
We're looking to buy, and I'm qualified for a home in Colorado Springs.
Then I would buy, and then as soon as I close, I'd walk away. I'm sorry, that's what I would do. Now, Ryan, you call me for advice, and let me tell you why. Because this man is no friend of yours, even though you think it is. This home is not even close to being worth $20,000, and it is an entire and utter ripoff, whether intentionally or not. But I would buy a home, close, just make those payments until I could close on my home, and then I would walk away and tell the guy to go pound salt, and I would never pay this. I just wouldn't do it. You're not going to get anybody to buy this home for more than $20,000. You're saying he's going to work with you if somebody buys it. Nobody's going to pay that. I mean, unless you can find somebody just like you, somebody who would actually do that. But then again, they're not going to have the cash. You said they can't get a mortgage, or they have to have a private loan. You're not going to find anyone like that. Unless he allows someone to assume it, you have to walk away. Ryan, there are no other options I know of. Do you know of any other options? What were you thinking? What were you hoping I'd reaffirm for you or say?
I mean, if we could get, I don't know. I mean,
if you could get what? No, anything you're thinking. There are no wrong thoughts. Tell me what you're thinking. You finish that line. If we could get
someone to. So we would sign the title over to someone new, pay him off.
Wait, no. No, that's a big wait. Before you sign it over and pay him off, You're assuming you're going to find someone who would pay $20,000 or more for a 40-some-odd year, 43 or 33. Oh, yeah. Let's see. It's an 86. Okay. Yeah. 96, 2006, 2016, 33-year-old trailer. Who the hell in their right mind would do that, Ryan? Really? And where are they going to get the money? Where would they get $20,000 for a...
Well,
no one.
I was thinking of setting up a contract with someone else.
Which means what? What does that mean?
That they would make monthly payments to us.
But how do you pay him off?
I mean, we could move some money around.
Wait, do you have $20,000 to pay this off?
Well, I think we owe him roughly $8,000.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! How long you been doing this?
It's been about 2 or 3 years.
Oh, listen, if you owe him $8,000, for goodness sakes.
Maybe he can sell it for $8.
You should try to sell it for $8. This is what I'm getting at. Ryan, you don't have an investment here. You have an obligation and a liability. If you called for someone to blow smoke, you know where, then call somewhere else, really. I am trying to give you hard and fast advice, and I am telling you, anything you get over 8 would be a gift. Even 8 would be a gift. So that's what I would do then. If you're trying to make a profit on this, forget it, man. I would forget it. Now, if you can pay it off for 8 and rent it out, now that's not a bad idea, Ryan. Hold on a second. No, rent it. Oh, you're not allowed to rent. You're not allowed to rent it when it's in the park. Is that right, Ryan?
That's right.
They have to be titled. I get it. Doggone it. Now, Ryan, again, if you only owe 8, the walkaway may not be the greatest idea. Although you may be able to get a written release from him to walk away. You see, I think somewhere in your mind, you're thinking you have equity. And I want to ask your gut.
I know the value of
what's that, sir? What's that, Ryan?
I said, you seem to know the value of it.
No, you know what, though? I want to be wrong. I want to be wrong. Because I have to believe that someone would pay to have a place to live. Have you looked around that park and have you seen any other sell by any chance? Any older trailers sell?
I mean, there's a lot of movement. People move in and out all the time.
Do you know? I would ask some questions. I would wonder, Mark, does Zillow do mobile home parks? No? Listen, Ryan, I hope I'm wrong, but here's the great news. You only owe 8 as opposed to 20. This is wonderful. So if you can get anything over 8, what the hell? You know, I mean, but if you can pay that off, that's the magic. You pay it off, you get title, then you make a deal with someone else. Even if, take a down payment from someone, and even if they walk away from you, who cares? I mean, yeah. So you're not as bad off as I thought. But I will say they are not investments. If someone could rent it out, you may be able to get a return on investment if the investment is really, really low, but you never have real equity. You would have a cash flow generator if things don't go wrong.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Ross Kaminsky in the morning. And
fucking existence.
$400 a month seems pretty cheap to live somewhere, though.
No, plus a lot rent.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
And utilities. Well, which is with anything.
How much is a lot rent, do you know?
He didn't say.
Yeah.
I didn't even want to get into it.
We've got to do a community. A good community for people.
No, a really nice one, like they have in Florida.
No, I mean the health club, the whole the pool, the whole fucking
92nd Pecos.
Yeah, that's what we want.
That's the one that only allows new ones.
Here's a 2008 one they're selling on Craigslist for $58,000.
Trailer?
Yeah.
I think the new ones are cheaper.
You better finance it.
That's where they kill these guys, you know.
Yeah.
Indeed. 24%.
Really?
Where business owners and HR
There's a guy, 3-bedroom one wants $90,000 or $90,000.
Yeah, but that's probably with land and shit.
Double wide.
With land and shit.
Do you want someone to come to your home and find a problem and not pay a dime? You call Fix It 24/7 and you have them find any problem with plumbing, heating, cooling, and electric, and then have them fix it, and the call charge is free. And they guarantee 100% satisfaction and the best value considering the same parts, labor, and value of the entire experience. Listen to this though. If you don't want the work done and you get an estimate, a diagnostic, it's only $39. So you really can't go wrong. You get a licensed, insured professional that I know and trust in my home. You can too. Their website is fixmyhome.com. Their number 720-526-3939. I know George, the owner, personally. I know Brian, the general manager. I know all of the employees, and you can trust them. 720-526-3939.
Yeah, they're going high. This one's 10 years old and they want 90 grand. This is double.
Well, you know, but does it have land?
It's in a park.
Well, I know, but do they get the lot? Do they? I don't know how that shit works.
Real estate is so high that you're going to have.
It doesn't say that in here.
Look what I got coming, dude. Check these out, man. It's for my ice cream machine. They're clear push-up
Down in
capes.
Scottsdale, my dad has a modular in a gated community on a
I sent Mark, I sent a photo of you sitting there with your shirts. I said, watch out, ladies, to send me. And she sent that response.
Let me see the picture you sent.
Was he scratching?
I said,
was he
watch out.
scratching?
Sign of the cross. And Judge Judy.
Yeah, Judge. Look at him. My shorts are rocking, man.
They're rocking.
I gotta take these gifts real awesome.
I lived in a mobile home.
If you don't take those gifts off your text stream, boy, do they eat up RAM.
That's because you got a cheap phone.
Well, I'm going to post this to Facebook.
God, they want a lot of money for these old crappy.
That's because they're preying on people that have no money. That's why we need a good fucking one to build.
Yeah, well, good luck trying to anywhere in Colorado.
Key driver.
Well, in Scottsdale, my dad lives in a gated community. It's a
Oh, Arizona's got beautiful ones.
Yeah,
fucking very beautiful.
It's a gated community. He's on a golf course on a lake. Right there.
Why not up like around Palmer? There's got to be a place we can build one.
You're right. If I was in there, I wouldn't mind it because they don't get. It's just air conditioning. It's probably kind of high, but no, I've seen some nice ones, and they're all not new. That's what I've seen.
Yeah, these are modulars. They're not mobile.
Oh, there's a mod. Your dad's a modular.
Yeah, modular.
Oh, that's a big difference.
It's on a
Modular.
foundation.
But
Crawl space.
oh, so does he own the land?
Sits on the ground. No, he doesn't own this land, but the space isn't that bad.
God, we've got.
There's people that drive golf carts around.
Yeah. And Florida, I understand, has it figured out too. Here in Colorado, it's just.
Well, the climate's a lot worse here, though.
Yeah, but still, I mean, why couldn't we?
I wonder if we could get some kind of low-income subsidies.
Section 8 housing.
No, I don't know if I want to go that low.
Means you can get a loan, but with ideal home loans,
I don't think I want to do that.
What's that?
Zoning just doesn't allow you to.
I'm saying you can build what they call affordable housing. So you build really nice ones, but like 15% of them have to be. They're the exact same thing, but you have to do them cheaper. You know what I'm saying?
I'm thinking, why don't we do something? Here's what I'm thinking. Why don't we do something like not tiny houses, but not even track, but something in between. Where you do like 1,000 square foot or something.
Well, then you do what he was saying.
Manufactured. A really beautiful home. Well, yeah, if they're allowed. They may not be allowed. But if you could do a little community instead of a trailer, then you compete with the mobile home market. You could. If you could make it so affordable and you could make profit, it would be so much fun. But Oh, Mark, I got an idea. No one's ever done.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. What's on your mind today? How can we help you? Well, all you have to do is ask. That's what you do. And we have lines open now. With the great news, we go till 2 o'clock. 303-713-TALK. Now, still pending, we have Angel. That follow-up is too hard to believe. So, Gladys, what's going on with you, Gladys? Thank you for contacting us, and we got back to you. This is proof we do it. Anyone can get a call back. Say, I don't know when to call. Call anytime, 303-MARTINO, and then we'll schedule you back on the show if you leave us your number and email or either or. Hey, Gladys, what's going on?
Hi, Tom.
Hi.
Great news. The forgiveness was reinstated on my student loan, and they they reimbursed me the funds they had taken out of my Social Security check.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Yes.
Who worked on that? Did Daff work on that, Daffodil? Tell us what went on here. What happened?
Well, when she called in, they had forgiven that, and then all of a sudden, I believe, Gladys, it was like 5 years later, it just all of a sudden was reinstated, and they stopped sending her Social Security.
Oh, my God.
And so I just got a hold of the right people. They connected, and everything just fell into place.
That is a golden example of what we do by connecting people. Gladys, you had nowhere to turn. And how much had they withheld from your Social Security?
It was around $500.
And they were going to continue to do it until you paid off. So when was this loan forgiveness given, supposedly the original?
I believe it was in 2014.
And did you ever keep records on it?
Yes, I did. I kept records of the forgiveness paperwork. Yes, I did.
Oh, that's good. I wonder what happened. Did we ever find out why that happened? Because that could happen to other people.
Will she get the $500 back they took?
Yeah, they did give me the $500 back that they took. Yes, they did. And they stopped garnishing my...
Thank God I put Daphne on this one.
Yes, thank God you did. Hey.
Well, what had happened is that there was a loan when I did the forgiveness, didn't get put in the package. So it created this havoc with all of the loans, $60,000 worth of loans.
Wow. That's something, man. Wow. I'm going to add that to our total. And so, Gladys, out of curiosity, how did you hear about the Troubleshooter to get your problem solved? Did somebody say you better call this number, or did you already know about it? How did it happen?
Well, I was riding with a friend one day, and she had you on her radio. And she was talking so, so good about what you do.
Oh, good.
So then when this came up, I said, well, maybe I should give him a call and see if he can help me.
Well, thank you for doing it. We are so appreciative of that. So, that app Nextdoor, I don't like it for contractors and stuff because a lot of phony balonies get on there like Craigslist. There's no real way of knowing who you're getting except if other people use them. That's okay. But Nextdoor has turned out to be like... you know how people used to sit out on their porches and talk or over the back fence? Well, that's what's happening now. And if you look at some of it, it is absolutely weird. Like they have conversations, for example, about so-and-so, she won't take her trash cans in. What do you think? And then, they gossip. And they use names and everything. This one woman said that these teenage boys were walking across her lawn or something, and blah, blah, blah. And one of them left a Qdoba cup on the lawn, and she was pissed off, and she gave him a piece of her mind, and I don't have it in front of me.
Wouldn't you?
The next line, well, hold on. So after she posted this, there's 5 cups on her lawn, and then a dozen, and then it's war. So she's really pissed, wants to call police. Police won't do anything. And then the neighbors say, get a life. You shouldn't have gotten pissed at them to begin with. They're just boys. They're walking. What's the big deal? There are people that I don't know what to call them, that they're overly sensitive to people. They're just one of those people in the neighborhood. They're the kind, we call them crazy-ass neighbors. In fact, Mark, I reserved that name for Facebook. We never got that up and started, but I own that. Not own it, you know what I mean. I have that reserved, crazy-ass neighbors. I think we got crazyassneighbors.com.
We got a bunch of them.
Anyway, we someday want to do that where people can just out their neighbors, because I believe, they can ruin a neighborhood. If you move into a neighborhood, you could absolutely have your experience ruined. Harriet, what's going on with you? What do you need, Harriet?
I need a referral to a personal attorney.
What kind? What do you need?
Possible accident, car versus bike.
Were you on a bicycle?
No, I was in the car.
Did you injure someone, or is someone claiming you injured them?
Well, I may have injured someone. I stopped. The mother came, got the kid and the bike. Everything was fine. The kid didn't seem to be hurt. He didn't have a concussion, but she has taken him to a doctor.
I have good news for you. Hang on. Okay, really, really good news for you. But I need you to hang on. I want to take this quick comment on Gladys.
Yeah, Tom, I think you ought to get out and give Gladys your dinger.
Yes, you're right. I forgot, and Daphne, I forgot about that because of that success. She got $60,000 of loans taken off her record that showed up, and she got her $500
Thanks, Mike.
back.
Mike, we all love it when he pulls his dinger out.
You know what? I have not. Gosh.
Thanks a lot, man.
Thanks, by the way.
Get his home
hold
address
on.
for me.
My dinger is. Thank you very much. Now, Mark tries, but he just. He takes over when I'm not here, and he also is here every day. And then, eventually he'll probably do the show at least a day or so, right? And then take it over. But he doesn't have a dinger. It's
smaller anyway.
Yes. But anyway, and then Deputy Clint. Oh my God!
How about the engineer?
I got dinger envy there. What?
How about the engineer over here?
I don't know. I don't know if I can find his.
Some kind of whistle?
I don't know. Let's see.
I like that.
Okay. We got more coming right up.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.
I'm going to go over 32, and Jacksonville gets 7.5 for tonight.
Are you into football?
I want to hear your modular home or mobile home.
Why was there a problem? I watched that.
Oh, Mark, I have an idea. Oh, wait, I don't want it to go on audio. I have an idea. I don't know why no one has done this. I'm serious. I got an idea. And you know what? I got the idea from what you were saying, plus, are we off? Plus the airport.
Oh, not
with
one of
low
those.
tonight dropping to 57. Tomorrow mostly sunny with a high near 83 and just a slight chance of showers in the afternoon. Currently, it's 81. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Chris McLaughlin, 630 KHOW.
Indeed, used by over 3 million businesses for hiring, where business owners and HR professionals can post job openings with screener questions, then sort, review, and communicate with candidates from an online dashboard. Learn more at Indeed.com/hire.
CrackerjackMudjacking.com. Crackerjack is a company that can repair your concrete. Instead of trying to explain what mudjacking is, just suffice it to say this. It repairs concrete by injecting this concrete slurry and mud underneath it, but you don't have to worry about that. If you have cracked concrete, sinking concrete, heaving concrete, they will give you free estimates. It could save you money. It saved me 12 grand. Just call. Free estimates. CrackerjackMudjacking.com. Concrete repair. Really, 303-410-7787. CrackerjackMudjacking.com.
Does it sound back up?
Mark, I'm serious. I think that's not a half bad idea.
Take advantage of huge savings with $285 off every window, $785 off every door, and 12 months, no money down, no payments, and no interest. Hurry. This sales event ends September 30th, which means you have less than 2 weeks left. Dream Style Windows and Doors is proud to celebrate 30 years in business this month. Since our founding in September 1989, we've been committed to delivering the best quality products and an outstanding installation experience. We offer a wide range of quality Pella windows and doors. During our 30th anniversary 30-day sale, save $285 on every window, $785 on every door, with 12 months no money down, no payments, and no interest. Hurry, this exclusive offer ends September 30th. Dream Style Windows and Doors, featuring Pella. Call 303-222-5256 or visit dreamstylewindows.com to schedule your free consultation. That's 303-222-5256.
ExcelServicesNetwork.com. Absolutely the very best house cleaning service anywhere. They'll even power wash the garage, the storage shed, whatever. They'll do windows, minor repairs, drywall repair. They do it all. No contracts. You want a regular cleaning, you do it. You want a deep clean just once, want bi-weekly, custom cycles, their own supplies. ExcelServicesNetwork.com. 303-683-3470.
Do you know what your mortgage rate is? A lot of homeowners have no idea, and that can be a problem. Hey, it's Ross Kaminsky for American Financing. Today's rates are the lowest they've been in over a year, and a lower rate can put hundreds back in your monthly budget and save you thousands in interest over the life of your loan, sometimes tens of thousands. So make today the day you call American Financing. A salary-based mortgage consultant can provide you a free mortgage review and help you find the best option for you. No pressure, no obligation, and no upfront fees ever. You know what else? American Financing doesn't start your loan term over, so you choose your refinance benefits and how long you want your term to be. Don't put a mortgage refinance off any longer. Just think of what you could do with the extra money and then give them a call at 303-695-7000. That's 303-695-7000 or online at americanfinancing.net.
NMLS 182334, regulated by the Division of Real Estate.
Ever wonder why Europeans seem to speak so many languages? Maybe it's because they use Babbel, the #1 selling language learning app in Europe. Babbel's award-winning technology gets you speaking right away, whether you're learning Spanish, French, or German. And best of all, you'll remember what you've learned.
I always thought I was bad at languages, but after using Babbel, I can tell you I was just taught the wrong way.
Using Babbel's 10 to 15-minute lessons, you can be speaking confidently in your new language within weeks.
I was amazed that I could start having real-life conversations right away. It was so fast. Now I'm speaking Spanish. Woohoo!
No wonder Babbel is the #1 selling language learning app in Europe. Try it for yourself and see why Babbel is the quick way to get conversational in a new language, like Spanish, French, or more. You can try Babbel for free. Go to Babbel.com or download the app and try it for free. That's Babbel, Babbel.com, or download the app to try it for free. That's Babbel.com.
Adults who have crooked teeth and always wanted to deal with them, there is a way to do that. Dr. Kent Lawson has pioneered new orthodontics for adults. Straighten your teeth, widen your palate, take care of jaw alignment, help you with TMJ, stop sleep apnea with natural means in 2 years or less, way cheaper than getting a mouthful of veneers. Aurora Orthodontics and TMJ, 303-690-0100. 303-690-0100. If you've been hurt in an automobile accident or in any other way and you're wondering, is this what I have to look forward to? Missing work, pain, missing vacations, not being able to do stuff around the house, and who pays? John Fuller is someone you should talk to. Free of charge, complimentary. If he takes the case, it's only payable if he wins, and it's a small percentage of what he collects. Why should you be the one to suffer? 303-597-4500. 597-4500 on my referral list at referralist.com.
Ask Alexa to play 630 KHOW. Then you can hear Ross Kaminsky tackle the liberal left tomorrow morning at 5.
Getting 630 KHOW from iHeartRadio.
Denver's talk station.
On your smart speaker.
Available on over 2,000 devices.
Silver bells hanging on a string. She told me it was my
Hi, Tom Martino here. 303-713-TALK. Harriet needs an attorney now. Harriet.
Yes.
What you need done is for an injury of someone else. You need to defend yourself, right?
Yes,
but you don't.
What happened.
You don't, and here's why. You have, I'm assuming, auto insurance, and you have liability. They will take care of it.
Well?
No, I'm serious. Their interests are aligned with yours. They have a responsibility to represent you. Now, at such time that your interests become diverse, meaning they start looking, to do something that you don't like, you can hire an attorney. But almost always, your interests are aligned. Think about it. They want to settle. They want to make it go away. If you go to court, they defend you. You understand that's the purpose you have insurance. If you have a good policy. Now, some people who are underinsured, that's a bad thing. But what is underinsurance? That's another thing people don't understand. I'll bet you I'll bet you I don't get one accurate answer. What is being underinsured? What is underinsurance? What is underinsured? So, what kind of insurance do you have?
ARP.
Okay.
AARP.
Auto, and you have, do you know what your limits are?
No, I don't.
Okay. You need to get out your policy. Where'd you buy it? From ARP directly?
No, I bought it from a broker.
Okay. Is it a broker you talk to?
I don't very often. I don't make claims.
Okay. Have you shopped that recent? When was the last time you had your insurance renewed with another company? How long have you had ARP?
I've had it for, I don't know, 5 to 8 years.
Yeah, you're probably overpaying, but that doesn't matter now.
Probably.
Yeah, but right now what matters, you can't change in the middle of this. What you need to do, though, is you need to get a handle on your coverage. You have your policy somewhere you can look at?
Not really, and I'm so upset over this accident.
Yeah, I understand, but we're going to help you.
But that's what insurance is for.
Yeah.
Don't let it freak you out too much.
That's why I'm going to alleviate your pressure. You say you don't know where your policy is. How do you know what you're insured for? You don't. You call. Here's what I want you to do. If you do these things, we can help you each step of the way. Even after you do them. I'm giving you this because we can't do it. You need to call your broker. And please ask for a copy to be emailed of your insurance.
Okay.
What you're actually covered for, your actual policy. Now, if he sends a similar policy, fine. If it's the one you have, I don't care if it's your actual policy where you signed it. But whatever you bought, whatever your policy is, have it sent, and then I want you to forward it to me. And we will have our attorney look at it to tell you, and our insurance people to tell you what exactly you can expect. When was the accident?
This morning.
Oh, what time?
9:30 approximately.
Okay. What was this? Tell me what happened.
I pulled up to a stop sign. It's a T, a two-way stop sign. I'm looking to the left, waiting for a break in the traffic so I can turn right. There's a break. I turn right, and suddenly there's a bike beside me, and I knock him over.
Okay. Now, was he on your right side when you turned right?
Yes.
Where was he coming? Was he running the stop sign across, or was he on your right the whole time and turning right too?
He was waiting for the. I don't know. He was waiting to turn right also, I guess.
Listen, here's the thing about cyclists, and I hate to get on my soapbox on this, but God Almighty, they just piss me off. Why? They want to be treated with respect, but yet follow no rules of the road. I have yet to see one actually stop at a stop sign or a traffic light, yet they're the first ones to yell if something goes wrong. I say that's fine. I respect cyclists, but you got to follow the rules of the road. If he ran that stop sign and you didn't see him because when you stopped, he wasn't there, but as you get going, he comes up alongside you and turns right and gets hit, that sucks. But that's up to your insurance company to fight. But it still sucks because they all want to be respected. Oh, I'm a cyclist. And then here's the deal. Yet, they don't follow rules of the road. That just pisses me off royally.
Was there a bike lane there?
That's a good question. Was there a bike lane there?
Yes, there is a bike lane there.
Okay. That still doesn't give him the right to run a stop sign.
But regardless,
I don't know if he did that or not.
But regardless, listen, you don't need to find an attorney. You need to call your insurance company, and they're going to have an attorney for you.
Okay.
You better report it, though. You got to report it and get a copy of your policy, please. Still, get a copy of your policy. I just want to see your limits and stuff. 303-713-TALK. 713-8255. We have another hour to go with a lot to talk about, including the IRS that called this guy. Was it the IRS? He said, wow, they have a lot of information on me. Maybe they are. I don't think so. If you are accused of a crime,
This guy went full blackface. He didn't just go brown face.
That's high school there.
I know.
He's just stirring the shit right
Look at this shit.
Mark is just stirring the shit.
No, that's kind of weird, man. But that was
He's a
so
dark
long
man.
ago. Yeah, it's fucking a little bizarro.
Can I see it?
No.
But in the end, what could you do when you're in the Halloween back in the day? I mean, I put I dressed as a pirate, put like dirt on my face and stuff.
Yeah, dirt. Now you're kind of covered.
Yeah.
But can I ask you something? What was it about blackface? Because they made fun of black people.
They made black people out to be stupid. That was the whole purpose of it.
Oh, well, Amos and Andy did.
That's it. Okay, what other examples?
Well, maybe he wasn't. I don't know.
Back during the actor days and stuff, when they had a black, they still had whites playing them because blacks weren't allowed to act.
That's right, which makes the whole thing really fucked up. That's the whole deal.
Everything was messed up back then.
But what I'm saying is, if somebody
No. What I'm saying is that's why blackface is so negative now, is because what it represented then.
May I ask something?
I don't think this guy was intentionally doing it. Although because of who he is, I think he's a fucking asshole.
If I dressed up as an Asian character. No, I'm not kidding.
And did what? Did this? Go ahead. How far are you going to take it? What does that mean?
Well, makeup to make me look like that. Yes, if I did. I mean, like Mulan, or I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't think the intent was necessarily that. I'm not talking about that.
When I said Oriental one time, those are rugs, not people.
Mark, they are rugs, not people. What's the difference? How do you fucking equate what I just said to Oriental rugs? I'll never know. It's fucking.
I agree. I don't think either one is bad because Oriental used to be called.
I know.
I didn't say it was bad. I'm just saying what the word is now. I didn't say it was bad. I never used the word bad.
But that's the same with blackface, is my only point.
It's not
politically correct, but and I think blackface is terrible when they did. Hey, how you all be? You know, Amos and Andy. That was fucking crazy stupid. I'm not talking about that, but if you dressed up like someone, I'm wondering, are there people that do it that did not intend to make fun?
Oh, I guarantee
strive for accuracy.
I'd say in the 80s there was kids who would dress up as Michael Jackson for Halloween.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. I don't know if they were looking to be like racist, for God's sake.
I think it all has to do with intent too. What's the intent?
And then after it's assigned a meaning, intent no longer matters. If you don't intend, but you're still like, I don't know. If you know something,
if you should know better.
If you know something offends people, even if it's not your intent, if you know that, maybe you don't do that.
But the water still weighs less.
Here it is right here. If you look up Oriental, it says a person of East Asian descent.
That's because it was the Orient. People that lived in the Orient.
Why people say that's a...
I don't know, but he went fucking crazy one time.
My niece and stuff did it. It's like calling you a cracker.
I've been corrected too.
So, I mean, it's like...
No, it would be like calling you an American.
Right. You're right.
Or a North American,
there you go.
To say it better.
Oh, you bastard, you.
How old's your niece, though?
35.
Oh, wow, that's a little old to be.
You know, somebody asked me a question the other day. The farther north that people live, like people.
But if you go so far north, eventually it never ends.
No, it comes to the South Pole. But skin color equates a lot to equatorial.
Sure, of course.
Yeah, of course. You mean just from being on Earth for a million years?
Yeah, being on Earth. Because you get into people from Denmark and whatever, they're real fair-haired, fair-skinned.
Except the Eskimos.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. What happened with the Eskimos?
Because they came over from Asia.
Late in the... They must have come over late in the...
Well, I say the whole American Indian came from Asia, and those are the guys that stayed in like Alaska and stuff just got tired.
Can't go any further.
It's too damn cold out.
I'm not. I'm staying in the igloo tonight.
I don't want to follow that dog.
Follow which dog?
The dog's butt that they have to look at when they go anywhere.
You know,
if you're not the
dog
lead dog,
sled.
if you're not the lead dog, the view never gets any better.
That's true. That's true.
But
no, I still don't say if someone's not meaning to be.
I do. A lot of it has to do with intent.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Intent. That's really what it is.
What did you intend? Because if you had ill will, intent in your heart, then it doesn't matter what you did.
And even like say, I don't think Amos and Andy, they were white people with blackface. Is that right?
I don't remember if they were or not. I thought they were really black, but maybe they weren't. I know, like Stephen Fetchit was.
No, he says they made him look stupid. Would look at the Three Stooges.
Yeah.
So he knows what he's up against and what he has to do.
That's the latest on Kathy Walker.
Now, Impact Traffic. This report is sponsored by LifeLock with North.
The TV show is 51.
Accident on northbound Pena Tower, so you might see some delays there. And roadwork is blocking the left lane on the Boulder Turnpike eastbound, approaching Table.
I know Al Jolson back in the way back when was in blackface, but I don't know about Amos and Andy.
And 270 westbound headed on your drive through Commerce City.
Originally it was a radio show.
Yeah.
And then it become a TV show.
Approaching Monument, that's backing things up through there.
Oh yeah. Look at this. When the show, so Mark is wrong on this. When the show moved to television, black actors took over the majority of the roles. No, white actors were infrequent.
With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Janine LaRose, 630 K.
So how is that any different than Three Stooges?
It's really not. I mean, they were just being funny, the way that in the manner that they were funny.
Right.
I don't think it was particularly making.
I didn't even know. I don't think I've ever watched anything. Worked on a farm near Atlanta, Georgia, and during the week's first episode, they made plans to find a better life in Chicago.
Over and over. I spent years with the symptoms, but could never figure it out. No matter what I did.
Here it says, naive but honest, Amos was hardworking and after was married to Ruth Taylor on 35, also dedicated family man. And he was a gullible dreamer with overinflated self-confidence. So I see a lot of people hear, hey, negative of a thing when really it really wasn't negative. Just like cartoon or comedians.
Oh, I'll tell you another black one that makes fun of blacks is the crows on the cartoons. Remember the two crows
yeah,
in Disney cartoon?
What were they? The crows, what, they were black?
They were black crows and they...
But they were black crows, right?
Yeah, but they had a black, they spoke like blacks.
They did?
Yeah.
Jerry, what were the crows?
I don't know the two crows.
Crows cartoon.
Yeah, didn't they? I think they were emulating black people.
Hey, so I think you're right. I think we got you wrong on here, Mark. Heckle and Jekyll.
Heckle and Jekyll, those were great to hear.
So you heard the song I had him play?
Yeah, he missed it.
I know he missed it. I told him. I told him.
But here's Amos and Andy were black people. They weren't black face. When you said that?
I didn't say anything about
Yes,
Amos
you did.
and Andy. He said everything about Amos and Andy.
There's Amos and Andy.
I didn't say anything.
I thought you said that they were in blackface like Amos and Andy.
No, they were. I think what he was saying is they were making fun of black people.
But they weren't making fun of it. It was just it was like making saying the Three Stooges were making fun of white people.
They were. Yeah. The Three Stooges were making fun of dumb people.
Didn't Heckle and Jekyll have an inflection of being black though?
I don't know.
Who?
Heckle and Jekyll, the two crows that they
how they talked?
Yeah, how they spoke.
I don't think so. I thought they spoke like in a different, like European or something. I don't remember.
I thought they spoke like they were black. I don't. Maybe I'm wrong.
You're gonna come up. Mark, gonna take it.
Hey, Mark, you want to start the show?
Hello.
All right, welcome to the show. The only show of its kind. We're here to solve problems, answer questions, take complaints, and run just a little bit late.
So, we're going to take calls immediately and get through them quickly. So any problem. We don't even define the problems anymore. We just say if you have a problem, call us. And then there's some things on my mind. I get pissed off at cyclists who run stop signs and red lights and then complain, oh, you almost hit me. Now, I believe that bicyclists are helping the environment, and I love it.
Even when they wear those shorts?
Yes, I think more people should ride bicycles. Seriously, I like them. But I wonder about one thing. Honest to God, I wonder. Why are they all mean? I swear to you, I have never, ever encountered a cyclist that was pleasant. And I'm not getting too close to them. I'm not cutting them off. They automatically have a chip on their shoulder. It's almost like they hate drivers. It's like, you're in a car, you shouldn't be. I mean, I have been given the finger so many times by cyclists, or I've seen people be given the finger. Now,
we have one in our office.
But I don't know what it is. If you're riding a bicycle, you should be happy. Oh, you know, it's good for the environment. I'm healthy. It's a beautiful day. But instead, they have a scowl on their face. They give you the finger. They yell things. I really mean it. I've never seen motorists be anything but polite to cyclists. Now, I might just be living in a world of dreams. And again, I don't. I try to get as far away from them as possible. I give them way more than 3 feet, and I will follow them until I can pass them safely. But then I get up to a 4-way stop, and I'm going, and there's this jerk who just runs right across in front of me, and I think, and then he gets mad at me, and I'm thinking, don't get mad at me. You just ran a stop sign. You know, you put yourself in front of a moving car. Anyway, let's get to the phones. You want me to take which one? Ravenel?
Ravenel.
Ravenel, what's going on? Hi, Ravenel. You called. Can you give the original?
Martino.
Hi. What was the original thing you called about?
I called because my problem started 7 weeks ago whenever I called Sears to come out to fix my dishwasher.
They could never get it right, or what? What was the problem?
Well, Dennis ordered the part, and then the people, he said, went bankrupt, but he forgot to order it from someone else. And then the part came in, but he never called me. And it was 7 weeks that my dishwasher was pulled out of the place that it's
that's unacceptable. But we put who on the case? Deputy Daff, did you get on them? What did she do for? What did she do?
Daphne made one phone call, and they were out the next day. All of a sudden, that part showed up, and they came out and fixed my dishwasher.
That's right,
Thanks
Pitbull.
to Daphne.
Pitbull. I say it. She got on it. Well, thank you.
Awesome.
And so,
I tell you, it was so instant, and
wow.
I mean, it was just like she worked some type of miracle.
It's like magic.
I'm 83 years old, and I think they were just kicking me around because I'm a lady and a, old woman.
No, she gets right on it. Yeah, so good.
She was on it, I'll tell you, and I'm so pleased.
Yeah.
I'm so happy, and I'd like to thank her personally.
Well, though, good. She's listening. And
thank you, Daphne.
And I think that I just, we put her on the case. And unlike the engineer who overanalyzes it, she gives it some thought. She looks around, and then she says, what can I do? And then plans her attack. And then you don't stand a chance. But anyway, it's good. It's good. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Dennis, you got a prank call from the IRS, because the IRS doesn't call people, but you were really afraid because you said they're just a little too accurate, or what? What's going on?
Yeah, so I get a phone call, and it's a Texas number, and I answer it, and it's a recording telling me that they've suspended my Social Security card for some fraudulent activity, and if I want any more information on it, to call them back. So I called back the same exact number that they called me on.
Yeah.
And a guy answered, and I told him, I said, this is Dennis. You guys called me. What's going on? And he's like, well, what's the last 4 of your social?
Yeah.
And I was kind of hesitant, and I'm like, well, it's the last 4.
Yeah.
Okay. I gave him my last 4, and he goes, okay, you're 42 years old? I'm like, yeah.
Huh.
And he's like, your address is 188 South Eagle?
What?
And I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, we've got the police are on their way to your house.
So really, wait a minute. They really did know about you, right?
Yeah, I mean, they know where I live. I mean, I don't understand that. And he's telling me now that
Hold on. Ugly Ed. You said they looked him up by his phone number. How? What do you? I look up phone numbers all the time. I can't find stuff.
If you're a registered voter in Colorado and I put your phone number in and it is connected to your voter registration,
no.
Yes, it
Really?
will give you where you live, your mailing address.
Come on.
A bunch of stuff. Try it.
Are
Try
you
your
sure?
Number. Yeah.
Well, my number won't. Well, I don't know.
Well, anyway,
I'll
he
try
told
it.
me that they
I'm
got
gonna try.
like 20 pounds, that they've got an arrest warrant for me for money laundering and drug activity.
Yeah, I know. We hear this all the time. So you knew it was fake, but you knew it was fake.
Oh yeah, I knew it was fake. I just don't understand how he had all that information on me.
Hey, did you give us that number?
No. If you guys want it, hold on. I can give it.
I'm going to put you on hold and have Daphne take it off the air. Hold on. 303-713-8255. Oh, my gosh. This next one, I can hardly believe what I'm hearing. Diane says, a pit bull bit both 2 kids of yours? Diane, explain what's going on.
Well, I live in North Glen, and I live across from Holly Crossing Park, a little community park.
Yeah.
And so the city put up a basketball court, and the basketball has no stop behind it. And the kids will play, and then the basketball bounces across the street and up against my fence. Well, my fence is 7 feet into my yard. So the kids, for the last 4 years, have been charging my fence, getting their basketballs.
Oh.
So I called the city to tell them that they need to fix that because they never look. They just run out in the street. And so anyway, one day I was working in my yard, and I opened my side garage door. My daughter went to the car door part, and my dog meandered through the garage, and so a kid was playing across the street.
Wait, so do you have a pit bull?
Yes, it was my daughter's pit bull.
Okay, and so you're responsible. You keep him in behind a fence, right?
Yes, he's always in a fence. This particular day, he meandered through the garage because the doors were open
and got
she was outside. Yes, and he went across the street. And my kid was playing basketball, and he nipped him in the arm. He had 3 stitches. I'm not trying to minimize but they were not life-threatening, and my dog is always in the yard.
I understand, but hold on. Except this time he wasn't in the yard, and the first time he's out of the yard, he bites someone? I mean, I don't understand that part. Was he playing? Did he think he was playing, or did he go, rawr?
No, I think the kid was playing. I think that he was thinking that the kid was playing because he's not a vicious dog.
Well,
did it break the skin?
Yes, he had 3 stitches put in his arm.
I don't think the dog thought he was playing.
Hold on. Here's the point. Whether the dog thought he was playing or not doesn't matter, okay? Really, it doesn't. And whether the kid thought he was playing or not, what I'm getting at is this. It really doesn't matter. And I'm not calling your dog vicious. Dogs do not have to be vicious to hurt people, okay? That's not the point. It really isn't. I know a lot of people try to do what they do with people. They try to look at intent. Oh, he was just protecting me, or he thought he was protecting his home. And I understand that. But really and truly, honest to goodness, I love animals, but when they bite, you have a serious responsibility to keep them confined. And if they get out, that is a breach of that. So I can't, and I know you are trying kind of to minimize it by saying, it got out, it wasn't supposed to. I don't even understand about the charging the fence and what that story had to do. What did the beginning have to do with this part of the story where you said for years kids have been charging your fence?
Yes, but he's never he's never really just gotten out like that, know.
What did that part of the story? I guess I'm just trying to find out your thinking process. What was the point of the kids have been playing across? There was no backstop. I mean, you went into great detail about the playground not having a backstop, the balls coming over to your yard, the kids charging the fence. So what was that about? Or are you saying that your dog has witnessed this all these years and done nothing? I don't get it. What was your point?
Well, because he charges the fence all the time when they come over and get it.
Oh, the dog charges the fence when they come over to get their ball just outside the fence.
Yes, because my fence is 7 feet inside my property line.
I get it. Are you saying the kids should have known he was vicious?
No, I'm saying the kids should have, if the basketball comes on my property, they should come to the door and knock instead of just running across, grabbing it, and going back.
Well, hold on. You're not talking about them hopping the fence, right? They did not hop the fence.
No, but they run across, and any dog, I can walk my other little dog, and if there's a visible fence, it's a chain link fence. I put up another fence.
No, what you're saying is any dog would be upset with that movement.
Yes.
Okay, but now hold on. Now we're talking about a completely different set of circumstances. Your dog got out, went over and bit the kid. Are you saying the dog thought, there's that little bastard that keeps charging the fence, I'm going to get him back? I mean, hold on, I need to know where you're going, and I do have some suggestions.
Weekdays 2 to 4.
What is the idea? What's the whole idea of the story?
I think she's saying that the kids have been harassing the dog.
Should have known better and stuff. That they
or the dog has been harassed by the kid so long.
But the kid was in the playground.
I know. It was a completely different situation.
What, was he in there, or?
Said he went across the
There he
street.
goes, stirring shit.
Okay. I know he went through the garage.
Become the banker. That's really what it's called, become a banker. And what that means is you control your money in an account and how you spend it, and it earns interest, and you pay yourself interest, and it's tax-free. That's the most important thing. It's a safe, conservative investment, meaning it grows 5% a year, 4 plus a 1% dividend, 4% guaranteed interest, and that's it. You get a pile of money to use, you pay yourself back interest, and you have even more money to use. Eventually, it's your retirement, tax-free. 303-779-6600, or go online and book for your next video, your next seminar, okay? Go here, becomethebanker.org.
Okay, line 4 is Kenneth. Remember the guy that you talked off the cliff?
I would never own a pit bull.
Well, here's another thing. What town is she in? She's in Denver. She's really got some problems.
Yeah.
He doesn't sound good either. Just talking. Maybe you can talk him into it. Let me know.
Hey, Kenneth, this is Tom. We're off the air. What's going on? How are you doing?
I've known 3 people who've had pit bulls. Taco's the nicest dog in the world until he attacked the hell out of her dog. 17 years old. Tore her up.
Yeah. How are you doing?
I don't even know what this lady's question is now. Are they going to put the dog to sleep?
Oh, you know what? I think people
Can you imagine what insurance is going to be for this?
Well, if they lied about having the dog, that could be a big time risk.
Why don't you, Kenneth, seriously, nobody
Most insurance companies won't stop that.
This would be important.
There's Ken on the list. Ken Ben.
Well, that's not true. Not with all insurance companies. Most insurance companies won't be taking.
I don't blame him.
So Tom, you need to ask her also where is she at? Is she in Denver? She's in Denver. Denver's got a pit bull ban.
Yeah, I know. I didn't even bother.
No. She said.
I don't think she
I already looked it up. Northward.
I don't think she does.
And
I
looked it up.
I think she would have. She wouldn't have bothered.
Yeah,
I mean, do you think she would have bothered?
Her insurance. What about her insurance? Does the insurance company know she's got a dog?
That kind of dog.
ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for.
I would never have a pit bull either. And people do, the nicest dog. If the owners and stuff,
You know what?
So was Taco until he attacked.
Yeah, but they do have an aggression.
I agree.
Oh, of course
they
you
absolutely
do.
do.
They're fighting dogs.
It's not by accident that that we hear about.
Well, same with shepherds and German, or what do you call them, Dobies and all kinds of dogs.
They were just kind of like, they just have an aggressive tendency more than others. Like a golden retriever. I mean, they just don't have. You have to really beat it into them. I mean, you wouldn't. These dogs aren't going to want to hurt people.
Golden retriever is one of the most vicious dogs that have ever walked this.
You know the most likely dog to bite?
How about that one you brought into the office one time?
Those Chihuahuas.
That little bastard was
You should breed a Chihuahua with a pit bull.
Yeah, the one you were bringing to Arizona.
The little to California.
What was the one in Seinfeld? That thing runs on batteries!
Snowball!
You were afraid of Snowball? Snowball runs on batteries.
Yeah, damn little Chihuahua will bite you.
Yeah, Chihuahuas.
Have you ever met someone terrified of all dogs, though? Just fucking terrified.
Yes.
I've known a few people. I mean, they're afraid of little dogs, big dogs, all dogs.
My friend Jerry had Taco. He was 8 years old. Nicest dog in the world. Friendliest ever. And one day...
What's his name? Taco?
Taco.
That's cute.
And one day he just lit into their 17-year-old daughter.
I used to have an employee/friend, Greg, and his English Mastiff just gave birth. Holy shit, man. 13 puppies. And it was kind of protecting
Were
the
they
puppies.
little puppies or big?
I don't know. I never saw them.
Mastiffs or...
This fucking dog had to be 200 pounds. So, probably about 2 weeks after it gave birth, it fucking bit his daughter in the face.
That's how I got bit by
They ended up giving the dog
Here
away.
it says Labrador Retrievers are the most bites, Pit Bulls #2.
That's probably because there's so many of them.
German Shepherds, Rottweilers.
Yeah, Labradors because there's so many of them.
Okay.
Chows are mean little fuckers.
Yeah, they are.
That's a little racist. You're saying that just because they're Oriental?
I don't see breed.
Isn't it chow?
See those?
Yeah.
Mama wolf.
Wolf. There's a wolf.
Oh, no.
I saw a guy in
And it
Bubbles
gets-
liquor store had a fucking, he called it a hybrid, I called it a fucking wolf. I have never seen a hybrid that fucking stood this goddamn tall. It was like white and gray. It looked like a fucking wolf out of the movies.
Wolf?
Fuck, it was huge.
It's a horse. This is a horse.
It was the biggest goddamn dog I'd ever
This,
seen.
this was big too. It was in Durango, and these little girls had a laundry basket with puppies, and it was they were wolf hybrid puppies. I don't think they were hybrids. They looked like pure wolves.
That's what this thing was, man.
Yeah. And so anyway, she
They're like
handed me one.
1% dog.
She handed me one, and I was petting it, and I went to put it back, and I think Mama thought I was going after the babies, and she bit me. So,
I tell you what, you get. I hope she says she wants to keep the dog. They could very well ask her to put her down.
daughter better disappear with it.
I mean, you don't want to take that chance. This report is...
Oh my God, if it happened again, she'd be fucking done.
I love dogs, but man.
Well, not only that, her homeowners is going to ditch that fucking whole deal.
Yeah.
She's got trouble.
She's got big trouble.
It doesn't matter what kind of dog. If they have to step in and pay out over a fucking little schnauzer, they're going to make you get rid of
I
it.
got bit pretty bad about 5 years ago. It turns out when she called animal control, this dog had bit about 5 people that day. Had gotten out.
Holy cow!
In these people's backyard, bit everybody that came by.
Mine, if mine go out together, they'll wander the neighborhood. They just go up to people. As long as you're not on our yard, they're the friendliest things in the world.
I'm Tom Martino here, and this is the extended version of the Troubleshooter show going through 2 o'clock. Thank you. Now,
what do you think of the whole pit bull ban? And then let's go back to that call. But honestly, should they take one dog by breed and say forget about it like Denver does?
I don't know, but I do know this. There are dogs, breeds, more aggressive than others.
Hell yeah.
That doesn't mean, and whenever I say this, I always get emails from people say, oh, my pit bull is a baby. I love her. She's the friendly. And I believe that, the friendliest dog in the world. I'm not saying that all pit bulls are vicious. I'm saying as a breed, you must acknowledge they are more aggressive as a breed than other breeds. That's why they use them in the fighting. I mean, they don't breed golden retrievers for that. Now, there are some golden retrievers that are quite vicious, probably. Okay, so I'm not going to get into that. I think there are some breeds. Now, should they ban breeds? I don't know about that. I think what they should ban is fighting and breeding at all. They should ban all breeding in backyards and stuff like that, and just require licenses and be inspected to breed. You know, like the U.S. Department of Agriculture should inspect. Why? Why shouldn't they? I mean, that's just in my opinion. Kenneth, I want to go to right now, and then I'll get back to her. Kenneth, this is a surprising call. The last time I heard from you, you were in a really hurting way.
Yes, sir.
What has gone on since then? How long ago was that?
Geez, 8 months.
Did you get help?
Yeah, I got help. I always wanted to go every day at the radio station. Was like the coolest thing in my life.
You came to the radio station, and at the time, what did you have going on in your life?
Stage 4 cancer.
Stage 4 cancer. Do you remember Kenneth, guys? We had him come in. You had stage 4 cancer. You were feeling very, very depressed, weren't you?
Yeah, I tried to shoot myself a couple times.
And there was some other stuff going on in your life. Do you have family support?
Yeah, that's what kept me alive. But then you guys came along.
And what?
And between Susan taking my call and you and Mark letting me go on the radio station was the coolest thing ever happened to me.
Then we had, and we had a good time. We had a good time. And how are things going now? How's the cancer?
It's progressing in my stomach.
And are you getting treatment, sir?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And,
I mean,
yeah.
Medicaid keeps me off, so I got to pay for it out of pocket now.
No, wait. Why are you paying for it?
Because they said I make too much for SSDI.
Are you working right now?
I can't.
Well, then what do they mean you make too much?
That's what I'm saying. I only make $1,400.
Now, how do you make money? How are you making money? What do they mean? What's your income?
$1,400
No.
and 63 cents.
I don't mean how much. What's the source of your income?
I don't have any, Tom.
Then what do they mean? Why aren't you have a government program? But they're denying you coverage on something. I want to help you there.
Where does the $1,400 a month come from?
SSDI.
Okay, so you're on SSDI, and what are you not getting? What you said you're paying for something out of pocket. What are you paying for?
Well, I can't get my chemo or my.
Wait. Why can't you get chemo?
Okay, because it's not covered on my plan.
Okay, we're gonna hook you up with someone at Integra Insurance to take a look at stuff.
I know.
Go ahead.
And I might get this wrong, Tom, but at the same time, when I got rid of the radiation part, that was cool.
Yeah.
It was paid for. And my radiation is just, I got that plug in my chest, and they just plugged me up, and it's like $83. My chemo's free.
Well,
but the administration costs are like $112 every time I go there.
Let's talk about this, Kenneth. Do you want to do chemotherapy?
Well, kinda. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you want to do radiation? I'm asking you, do you want to do certain things you can't afford?
I'd just rather do the chemo, not the radiation, because I think I'm okay with the radiation.
Will they let you do chemo if you had the money to pay for it?
Yes, sir, because chemo's free, but I have to go through another. Chemo is free because I'm a guinea pig. You know what I mean?
Okay. And what is it that you can't afford?
That's kind of hard to say.
I'll tell you what. You don't have to do it on the air. Kenneth, here's what we're going to do. We're going to help you get the care you need, okay?
Okay.
So, I'm glad you called. Make sure we get your information. Do not hang up. I want to make sure I can call you back.
Can I say one more thing?
You sure can.
I just miss Suzanne, Mark, you guys, Daphne. I appreciate everything you did for me.
I want you to come back in again. That wasn't a one-time. That wasn't a one-time thing.
No, but I want to be one of your people to help you out.
Yeah, well, you can, and we're going to get you the help you need. Okay.
All right, brother.
All right, and I'm going to say a prayer for you too. Okay.
All right, love you guys.
I love you too. You hang in. Daphne's going to get your stuff. We really do care. Okay, so hang in there.
This is Denver's talk station with Ross Kaminsky in the morning and Dan Kaplis in the afternoon. 630 KHOW, Denver. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Westera Credit Union.
Roadwork has the left lane blocked on the Boulder Turnpike eastbound approaching Table Mesa. That has things jammed back to Baseline. No other big problems on any of the highways around the metro area right now.
It'll be horrible. My dog scared people over there.
And then it opens up after that. 270 eastbound, heavy headed into Commerce City and off freeway. There's a rollover accident on the ramp from northbound Kenner on
TMS,
Tower Road.
right?
Forecast for today,
No,
plenty of
retro.
sunshine this afternoon.
Retro
High
phone?
in the mid
TMS? Retro.
Kind of went off.
People are scared of them.
Friday with a high
You know,
in the
we
mid
came up
80s.
some-
Mostly sunny and cooler with a high of
I don't know
77
why,
on
but
Saturday.
people, that's
It's 81 right now
it's
in
just like,
Denver.
I guess
With your
showing your
impact traffic and
throat
weather,
to 'em or
I'm
something.
Janine LaRose, 630 KHOW.
You have questions about your finances and you're not sure
I
who
can
to
just
ask?
like this here,
Get a
it'll
free
come up there
financial
and-
review at Westera Credit Union and get
Mine
answers
do.
from
Well,
local
actually,
people you
mine
can trust.
didn't,
You'll get a free
but now
national
that
or
she's
state
half
cards
blind
fast
and
too
half
when you
deaf,
open any
she's-
account. Learn more.
she gets startled.
WesteraCU.com.
She doesn't even realize it.
Rocky Mountain Retro Foam is absolutely the best insulation you can get in your home. Whether you have an old home you need to insulate, a new build, or you just want to stop paying high energy bills. No matter what kind of insulation you have, I promise you, it will never measure up to Rocky Mountain Retro Foam. And I know what I'm talking about. We have a lot of experience in this area. Rocky Mountain Retro Foam is a state-of-the-art injection foam, and it's not this foam you see in the big box stores in cans or stuff they use for trucks. This is a special foam for walls. It compresses the insulation in there. It fills every nook and cranny, and it gets into your spaces. It never gets hard, and it always insulates. It even makes your house soundproof, like 80% quieter. That's a side benefit. 720-676-6333. You must see it to believe it. 720-676-6333. Here's where you see it. There is a video right here. FoamYourWalls.com.
If someone I get a
Okay, I have this medication on my account.
Say it again.
I put it in my
Rottweiler.
and I can't get the, it won't let me buy the goddamn thing. There it is. Okay, I want to buy
You
it.
give it to
There.
him, I'm gonna bring it
Jesus
right back.
Christ.
I said, I
Thank
don't
you.
want this dog. He's living in my house, and then they wouldn't give it to him.
No, actually, I did know a Roddy. Now, I only knew him his first year or two of life, but he was a good dog. He didn't fuck with
But
me.
any dog can be, it's like people. People can be good, and people can be bad, but it's just a... Pit bulls seem to be in those things that...
I know, I'd never have a pit bull.
When they get, when there's a bad mauling, it's usually a pit bull.
Do you remember back?
Remember in San Francisco, remember those two lawyers had a pit bull, and their pit bull killed this neighbor lady. Killed her.
Back in the 70s or 80s, you know where Doubleheader Road is up on 285? Well, anyway, guy up there, his two pit bulls killed a little girl and ate part of it.
No, there were some of those.
I absolutely love this pharmacy. My God, my medications are so cheap, I can't believe it.
I'm shocked you don't use Amazon.
Blink Health.
You don't think Amazon's cheaper? I don't know.
My blood pressure medicine, $9.
Well, that's because you're on Medicaid, though.
Medicare.
Or Medicare.
Hey, watch yourself there, bro. I earned that.
He's taking subsidies.
Yeah.
Have you tried that Good RX? I guess you go to the pharmacy.
I have that app, but nothing beats Blink so far.
Blink?
Blink.
Blink.
Blink Health. Nothing. I can't believe. And stuff that's like
Pill pack.
what I call designer drugs, the ones you don't really need.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get into it, but they're cheap too. If Mark probably would like that.
Listen to this. Your medication made easy.
Okay,
No
put that
more
on.
sorting meds, waiting in line.
Take the audio off. I got to tell Mark.
Or
something.
chasing down refills.
I got to tell Mark something. And
07787
you.
crackerjackmudjacking.com. Frank Duran, the real estate man, can list your home, and he proves to get more money and faster results. He also shines on the buying side with a team that actively searches out the market for the very best deals and then negotiates an even better deal.
This is not just a job or a career to me. This is my passion.
Frank Duran with RE/MAX Alliance.
26 years of proven credibility.
Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. 303-920-1622.
If you experience chronic issues like loud breathing, difficulty swallowing, frequent throat clearing, or painful talking or singing, you're probably suffering from a long-term issue that, like mine, will only get worse over time. Dr. David Opperman in the Colorado Voice Clinic can help you, just as he helped me, just as he's helped rock stars and others who needed vocal, breathing, and other treatment in an absolutely confidential setting. Dr. Opperman will have you breathing and speaking properly and without pain. Learn more at 303-844-3000 or coloradovoiceclinic.com.
Denver's talk station. Online at khout.com.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Okay, now, let's keep going. We got a lot of calls here. We got to take Dennis. Now, on that, on the fake IRS, they told you they knew all about you. You gave them the last four, and we want that. Oh, where's the numbers? I thought he gave you the number. Hold on. Just give her the number, and we'll get that. And then, Diane, we're back to you. Yes. Diane, on your pit bull, the good news is that your homeowner's insurance should defend you. Did you know that?
Hello?
Your homeowner's insurance should defend you. All right, I'm not going to do this, okay? So just have her do her homeowner.
I still never knew what her question was, though. Is the dog going to get put down?
Yeah, Diane, can you talk to us now, maybe? Hello?
Yes, hello?
All right. I want to know a couple things. First of all, you know that your homeowner's insurance will cover this for you.
Well, they won't stop them from euthanizing the dog.
No, of course they won't. And I don't think any attorney on earth. Wait. Maybe there is an attorney that would help. I don't know if they will. But we had this. We don't have her on the referral list. She doesn't do much with us. In fact, I don't think she likes the show for some reason.
Does she have the dog right now or no?
No, he's in the Adam.
I have a feeling the dog's going to be put down. But there is an attorney. I don't know where she stands on this. She's an animal rights attorney, and she does a pretty good job. I don't know her name. But don't you remember, Mark, she came on the show a couple times, and then she said she doesn't like the show anymore. And I know why.
Had something to do with a horse thing.
No, a breeder. She said I was siding with something about I shouldn't have been promoting this breeder. And it wasn't a commercial or anything, but I guess something about a dog and a breeder, I thought. She just, I don't know. So, but I hear good things about her, but I don't know if she takes cases like this. Just, Diane, you're going to have to search. In fact, what was the name of her firm?
But if the dog's out of their possession, I don't think there's anything they're going to do at this point.
Why?
I just don't.
They fight the charge and saying the dog's not vicious. Right? I mean, if they've already acknowledged the dog bit the kid, I think they've already acknowledged it. I think, Diane, you know that you have an uphill battle, right?
Yes, I know. It would be like a kid biting another kid. You wouldn't put the kid down.
Well, no, it's not like a kid biting. No, it's not.
Going a little over.
No. It's not like a kid biting another kid. It's like a dog biting a kid. It is nothing like a kid. It is nothing like a kid biting a kid. We wouldn't put down a human for that. I mean, you do see the difference, right, Diane?
David, I'm trying to get my dog's life. It's a life. He's not a vicious dog.
I get you. I know that. I mean, I know what you're saying. I don't know about the dog, but Diane, I get it. I love dogs. I love animals, but but there is a clear difference, and it is a life, but it's not equivalent to a kid's life, and even a possibility that it could get loose and do harm is not worth taking.
Well, we're just trying to get him maybe rehomed, maybe to a pet bull sanctuary.
Right.
I don't know. Besides that.
I understand what you're trying to do, and I'm not opposed to it. Listen, if you can get this dog in better hands or maybe out of the neighborhood. So, Daphne, what do you remember? Maybe Suze does.
She does.
That animal rights attorney.
Yeah, Suzanne will have it. Is it the Rodman Law Group?
No. And it's a female. I think it's just her, I think. But she was the one, we referred a case to her. These people had a dog, and the maids let him out. And by mistake, it was negligent. All right. The dog suffered terrible injuries by being hit by a car. They put the dog back under the dining room table in its dog bed. Listen. And left it there, and it bled out and died, internal bleeding. Now, they took it so lightly because heretofore, animals are considered personal property. They're worth what they're worth. There was no intrinsic value or intangible value or emotional value given to them. And this attorney argued that there should be a pain and suffering value
Juliet Picone.
Is that? Yes, yes, yes. And tell her that Martino highly recommended her, Diane. And that she should like us again for some reason. I don't know what the hell.
I think it had something to do with
the
horses.
horse. Was it a horse? I don't know.
We were trying to help out a caller, and ultimately, I think she worked for the other side.
Okay, it could be. You know, well, go on. Get your big girl britches on then. Come on. You can't be like whole. I mean, how many times do attorneys oppose each other and there's nothing personal? Ed, what's happening with Greeley Police? Ed?
Eric.
What's going on? Who is it?
Eric.
Oh, I'm sorry. Eric, what's going on?
Well, my son, he had his civil rights violated, you know, at the Greeley Police Station. Went down to his school and took his a buccal swab from him. He asked for a lawyer 3 times.
Wait a minute. How old is your son?
16 years old. 15 years old, about to be 16.
He's 15, and the cops went into his school and took what kind of a swab?
A buccal swab in front of the vice principal.
What is that? I don't even know what that swab is.
It's a mouth swab.
Okay, a mouth swab
for DNA.
And what was it for? What was it for? What were they investigating?
Well, that's the whole thing. When I went to the DA's office, I asked them about the buccal swab. They never had a paper. Nobody knows about it in the courthouse.
Ed, they didn't just show up at the school, randomly pick your child, and do a swab. Okay, something happened. Are they doing all of the children?
No, it's just him. They haven't charged him with anything, though. It's CPS closed out a case.
Okay, I'm not asking. Listen.
With family.
Okay, I want to get our attorney on this, but I'm not asking if you agree with it, but were they accusing him, or was he a person of interest in any incident?
I guess you could say that's what it's for. It's for a non-identification
But what
mouth swab.
What was the accusation?
Well, it's my son, so I'd rather not say it online.
Nobody knows. Listen, first of all, we don't know who you are. We don't know your last name. We don't know your kid's name. We don't know where it was in Greeley. It is so wide open. The joy of this show is anonymity. I'm just asking what the charge was for. No one's going to know this. If you want to get help, hold on. Decide if you want help, and we want to help you.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by...
We'll give them free legal advice. We need to know
they're not taking the kids'
what the charge was or the accusation.
DNA on a crime.
Yeah, but he's a juvenile. They would have had to have a warrant.
No, I don't know how that works.
I thought even for your own, hold on, I thought even for us they need to ask permission, right?
Well, they always show on TV that, they're grabbing the Coke bottle or whatever where the sample is.
Right,
I know.
So you can't forcibly do it.
But that's
but if the kid allowed him to do it.
But I don't think he can give consent.
I think it was more for a drug test.
Have a warrant.
Here's what I want to know. Could they come up to us saying, this woman thought she saw you or did something to
Whatever.
you? Can they take a swab?
No, you can say no. But
then they get a court order.
But they can grab a sample. There's no reason to get a court order. They can grab a sample anywhere.
If you can find the right
warrant. I'm sure.
No, you don't need a warrant. You can grab a sample.
TMS Solutions stands for transcranial magnetic stimulation. That sounds fancy, doesn't it? What it is this. This is so important that you hear. It is a treatment, non-invasive, painless treatment with magnetic pulses to your brain to help you be successful on medication if you're depressed. Here's what I'm getting at. Many people who are depressed, they try multiple medications, they don't work, or they add medications. They do 2 of them. This has been clinically shown to be more effective than just changing to another medication. It kind of supercharges your brain to be more susceptible to medication. It's prescription-based. Now, you can get it all done with them. They can even write the prescription, but they can also work with your doctor. Whatever the situation, if you're suffering from depression and you've been changing medications, call them for more information. 303-928-0499, 928-0499, or online, tmssolutions.com.
You got to do the Angel update. People are
God damn it! We have been doing these back to back every day. Can we look at the log?
We're introducing you to this foundation that goes by.
Never mind. I heard him and I automatically
Now
followed.
is Allie Watt. Allie is a survivor of child abuse herself. Her experience led to her launching.
Court said probable cause.
Line one hung up before I got off the other line to get to him, so he just hung up. Mark,
He just doesn't want to. He doesn't want to help.
want to hear what you have to say? Ross called and asked if you would pick up the book that's in his mailbox downstairs. You can just ask Smitty for it, and if you'll bring it to racquetball. All right, there you go.
Got to do the Angel update.
Oh yeah, people are calling.
What I'm reading here is it says
Oh my God! I keep forgetting.
And then
it.
the Pitbull gal, I gave her some ideas of what to do, and then she started saying, "Oh, that comment about kids." She said, and I go, "Look, you're talking to the wrong person." I said,
It's like a kid biting a kid.
I said, "You're
She
barking
was
up the wrong
She was
tree."
comparing that pit bull to another
That's
kid.
what I said
They
to
would
her.
put down a kid. It's not a kid. It's a fucking animal.
Exactly.
Now, if it was a dog biting a dog, that's
I
a
told
different
her
story.
she was barking up the wrong tree.
Whoa!
They can take a DNA sample as part of an arrest, but they have to read his rights.
I don't think it's DNA. I think it's for drugs.
But even that,
It is DNA.
Why do you say it's DNA? That's how
Well, that's
schools
what
now
he said.
use drugs. Or that's how they
said it was.
He said it was fetal.
Maybe he thinks it is. I can't imagine a school taking a DNA test.
Here's another thing. I don't think they could take it from a kid even.
Well, maybe they want to know where he's from.
Is a buccal swab of
Maybe they want to know.
Maybe they have a warrant then.
Maybe they want to know with 23andMe if he has some, different
bad,
blood.
mad cow disease.
Like
He's stolen.
No, bad relatives. Bad
Stolen.
relatives.
Stolen kid.
Could you imagine if there was a gene for crime? A lot of people with just gene commit this crime.
What happens if they found out?
I bet there is for, what do you call that, the child molesting. I bet there is a fucking gene that's dominant somewhere, don't you think?
Imagine if they started testing people for tendencies. Oh, God.
Addiction?
Well, just think here, maybe this guy's a criminal, and they're going to test the kid to see if, to get his
CarMax.
if
When
he's
we
son
say
of
we buy all the cars,
That's smart.
What's that?
That's very smart.
Yeah, but they can, I'm telling you, they can grab anybody's DNA. But they can grab anybody's DNA so easily. You throw away a fucking hamburger, DNA, anything.
You've got to do the Angel. You've got to do the Angel.
No, we're not doing Angel today. We'll do it tomorrow.
Fine.
I refuse to participate. And I'm the only one that knows anything.
No,
Clint does.
Fucking Clint did everything.
No, he didn't. Daphne did it.
And there's nothing like Zoom to make.
Yeah, I don't want to rush through it.
He's
He's right.
Do we have the paper around the world?
You've been off your
Ties
desk?
together all of your communication needs. in
You
your
mean
easy platform.
her record?
Video conferencing?
No, but I know it.
Group chat,
Okay.
webinars,
She's got a record?
and your conference rooms.
Yeah.
Connect.
She's got a gold platinum
Your
album.
mobile
Record
phone,
player.
your laptop, or conference room.
Just layer.
Is how
Hey,
business
she's
gets
just like the
done.
man.
Get your
She's a
free
player.
account at
Yeah, there you go.
Zoom.com today.
Marlo.
Meet Happy.
My
with
sister.
Zoom.
Well,
Do roller coaster stock markets make you
maybe the name of Kitty.
such frequent ups
That's
and
your
downs?
sister?
Don't let
No,
market
my sister.
volatility
My
derail your
my cat.
retirement.
Let me back up.
Hi, I'm Emily Gardner,
My
hosting
nephew
Your Money,
goes
Your
first.
Retirement
Kitty
Saturday
is-
on 6:30 KHOW. If
Does
you're
the bookings.
concerned about the markets,
Kitty
call
does the bookings
today
for
to
that
schedule a
place
complimentary
America's
review
involved
of your portfolio.
Oh, really?
Call
Yeah, sugar. What was it?
Sugars.
720-488-8604.
I thought
That's
it was a summer player.
720-488-8604. Or online,
Something sugar. Kitty's a
yourmoney.retirement.com.
really unique girl.
Ask Alexa to play 6:30 KHOW. Then we're going to hear
Damn,
Ross
God.
Kaminsky impact your
Yeah,
drive to
sugar.
work
She
tomorrow morning
imitates
at
a
5.
mannequin.
Getting 6:30 KHOW from iHeartRadio
Denver's
Still in
talk
the course
station.
with the
on your
mannequin.
smart speaker.
Available on over 2,000 devices.
Denver Players / Denver Sugar.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK. 303-713-8255. So, Dennis, we're going to try this IRS number. We don't have a lot of time, and I know people want to know if we're going to talk about Angel. If we have time, we will.
When people hear, they're going to be so shocked.
Hold on. I want to try to dial this.
It's actually crazy. If I didn't know, I don't think I could sleep at night.
No, we want to talk about it, but I mean, no, it's the wrong number. I just did that wrong. This is so important that we do this right because I want to know these jerks.
They never answer.
No, they sometimes answer, but they change numbers so much. I think they're Google numbers or something. Or what is that other thing, Magic Jack? I still want to know how Magic Jack works, really. I mean, it's just a broad... Okay. We probably have... We're on record there.
Are you going to see Downtown Krabby tonight? It's not looking good, man.
Come on. Please. Yep, I don't think it's going to work, Dennis.
The person you are calling is currently unavailable.
Yep, that's what I thought.
You know, the best one.
Yes.
The best one we ever had when we called up and you were actually convinced it was actually Excel Energy, and it wasn't. But they copied every single prop.
They were so good. Hey, Mike, what's going on?
Yo, what's up, Tom? Thanks for taking my call, man.
What's going on with you?
I wanted to get your opinion on one of the candidates, and just get your opinion on how listen. Say what you want about the Denver Post, but I think that they have really gone downhill in the past.
Say what I want. I never thought they were uphill. I mean, if they were in a hole to begin with. So no, Denver Post is a joke. I mean, it's a big joke. We don't have newspapers anymore. I mean, I don't know what we're doing. No newspapers. I mean, not really. Hey, so you want to know my opinion? I don't think people care about my opinion as far as candidates go. About Michael Bennett, is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah, I was going to ask you about Michael Bennett because the Denver Post has endorsed him.
I don't know enough about him.
Their editorials and
I don't know enough about him. Honest to God, I don't know enough about him. Guys, what do you think? I mean,
he's a Democrat.
For president?
Well, I know. Come on. What do you think?
For president?
No.
He's running for president still.
What did they endorse him for, Mike?
They endorsed him for his liberal policies.
No, what I mean is for what office? I didn't know. Is he still in the presidential race? I don't think. Is he still? Yeah, he is.
He is. He's not making the debates, but he's in the race, and he actually just opened up shop in Lakewood, I believe, his nationwide headquarters. So he's serious about it.
Well,
boring. I mean, he doesn't. He's one of these anti-wall. Everybody should live here. Free this, free that. Just it's unreal stuff. It's not going to happen.
Look at. As a person, I mean, he seems pleasant enough. Who knows? They're all generic to me. These guys, look, the one thing you got to say about Trump is he's not generic. This is not an endorsement. I'm not saying run out and vote for him. Look, I just say this, okay? I think that whoever the Democrats put up, they're going to win because...
God, you are so wrong.
I don't think...
It is the most incredible thing.
I'm not giving my wish.
For months leading up to the last election, that's all I heard. You know what? The actual night of the election, you texted me a few minutes into it, you're getting slaughtered. Hillary's going to win.
But I don't want people thinking that was my desire to have Hillary win. And
my point is you couldn't have been more wrong on that.
I just think that the media has been doing such a hammer job on him that it's almost... Do you understand something? Listen to this. Like right now, they're going... I don't want to get into it, but they go after people for retroactive crime, right? Retroactive distaste. Like, you wore blackface 20 years ago, you're a racist. But I'm getting into this now. I'm not discounting any of that. What I'm saying is this.
Sick of
but hold
all
on.
that crap.
Do you know how they give you a badge of being bad? The badge of being bad, like, oh, can you believe he's a gun owner or he's for gun rights? And now, if you are a Trump supporter or you contributed to Trump, they use it as a public shaming. It is.
That's fine. That's why a lot of these polls, just like they were 2 years ago,
why do they do
are
that?
So far
Why
off.
do they do that? They actually use
because
it to
it's
shame
in the
you.
Democrat playbook. Just like they did Kavanaugh, just like they did...
Then these people come out publicly and have to make excuses for supporting Trump. Well, I didn't really mean it, or I didn't really contribute. It's amazing.
Thank God the voting booth.
How is it that apps can help you with everything? Your steps, your sleeping patterns, the traffic. But you pay for car insurance that's based on, well, who knows what? The way everyone else drives? The insurance company's whim? Well, that's what Nobler Insurance is here to fix. Car insurance with personalized monthly rates and rewards based on how much and how well you